Look at him.
Oh, we're live.
Welcome, Faction Live. Tonight in this 24/7.
Carl, help him out.
That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Was it? You being
It was.
nice.
It was good. It was good. Welcome to the
even-
Faction After Hours podcast.
Oh, that's what it is.
I can't look at you.
Live now.
I can't look at you.
We got Morpheus. We got Kid Rock.
Dude, we have guests today. We got James, Tom, and Nick from Front Street.
What about Josh?
Maybe
He's is he coming?
maybe surprise guest later.
You got mad earlier when I asked if anyone else was coming, so I don't notice how I never asked that after that.
Yeah.
Because I listened to you. I listened to you. But thank you guys so much for coming. I know that drive was probably shitty, but I'm glad you guys are here. Frankie said 50th episode. It's got to be something special.
Yeah, it is the 50th episode. So.
I feel like we should just get James on our
That's a lot
side.
of pressure.
No.
All three of us over here.
No. It's
And
fine.
we don't got to
it's
turn
fine.
the camera to you at all.
What exactly did you want to... Oh, we wanted to talk about recent shit, right?
With what?
Driving events, LZ Invitational.
Oh yeah. Well, how that whole
Not yet. We'll wait.
Well, wait.
for
Talk
what?
about that later.
Which,
Okay.
Josh?
Yeah.
Can you talk about why you guys were fighting earlier? I want everyone else to hear this.
Who's
Because it was
fighting?
ridiculous.
Oh, because Tom owes me a clutch.
No, it's not even that. I just wanted Malcolm to give me the invoice so I can pay my invoice to Faction. But for some reason...
Malcolm's a very busy guy, so
What does that have to do with anything?
he's doing other
wait, who was
shit.
fighting? Me and Frankie or me
Yeah,
and Malcolm?
he's
Actually,
talking
all
about
of you-
He's talking about me.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
more of y'all.
Oh yeah, Frankie.
Malcolm doesn't really
let
fight
me-
anybody.
Frankie donated a clutch to me
No.
to because he's such a great sponsor.
I let him borrow my clutch
and,
out of my car.
Yeah, and I've tried to buy him a clutch multiple times. And
Never
now he just
happened.
doesn't want me to buy it.
Made up.
Hold on, time out. Time out.
That's made up.
No.
Definitely.
Wait, you
made
can
up.
also grab
Oh,
this one.
actually, you have the mic. Did you
then-
not watch me try and order it off Right Hand Drive?
He
Japan?
was. He was.
And this guy Frankie was like, "No, don't do that. I want you to buy me a $1,500 one, even though the clutch that I gave
But he
you was
said you was gonna pay the difference though.
okay. That clutch he gave
What
me,
did
I
you
have
want?
pictures. It was smoked.
He wanted to use
Lasted
the store
one
credit.
event.
He wanted the store credit.
Yeah, I got a Right Hand Drive to
Tom
Japan
doesn't give me a minute
store
to speak.
credit.
Not 1 minute.
All right, you talk. Go. You explain.
Tom Guest.
So you owe me a clutch.
Yes.
You can order it if you want.
What the hell now?
I guess. I mean,
You know how much I went through before to try and order that clutch, and I deleted the whole entire shopping cart.
and you had to do
I
it.
put my address
you
in.
had
My
to do PayPal, pay for
oh
4.
my god,
RSG is pretty good. It like auto loads a lot.
it does. But like the
Yeah.
I
You
put
want him to
this
order it?
address in.
Nah.
Oh,
I don't know. I mean,
now
he
you're
could
being shy. Earlier
No,
you
he-
wanted.
He could order it, but maybe I don't. Maybe I want a different one. I don't know.
I think you deserve variety.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Nick,
you deserve
Nick,
variety.
shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Your car's never gonna be
like
done
he
now.
should probably give me a
Why?
twin disc, right?
It depends which one you want.
He wants a $1,200 clutch.
But the one you bought is only 800.
No, it's $600. It's $558.
Not for a
Yeah,
Jay-Z.
see this guy's trying to
God
fucking.
damn.
Guy's trying to get me.
Nah, dude.
He's trying to get up on me.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sponsor.
Wait, why are clutches for Jay-Z so expensive then?
Because it's
That's like a regular
it's
clutch.
not God's motor.
Definitely God's most.
I was actually thinking about that today. I was like, Jay-Z's are less money than SR20s,
But all the other parts are more expensive.
but like,
Like what though?
Nick got pretty bad.
Everything.
but like, why would it? Why would
Nick-
someone pay more
Nick
money for
paid-
a 4-cylinder that's made of aluminum?
Nick got a pretty motor though.
Nick, how much you pay for that clutch?
The clutch was 1,000, but like everything to make it work was also 1,000. 1,000. It's probably like
The clutch.
$2,500 to put a clutch in my car with a CDO9.
Yeah. Tell everyone what car you got right now.
I got the Brodino Mobile. got a G35, the
Okay.
Italian Stallion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Staten Island.
Oh. no, Staten Island.
Staten Island G35.
Okay.
If you know anything about Staten Island in like 2004, 2005, that was the car to drive.
What about
Oh
those
my-
kids that totaled their G35 at the railroad tracks that time?
When?
You don't remember the railroad track jump
Oh,
video?
you showed me that video.
That video
No.
was bad.
What do you mean, nah?
Where was that?
By the DMV. They were
Oh, the
What?
purple one.
It's bad,
Yo,
dude.
It was
It's
purple,
bad.
right?
Bro, it's
Yeah,
bad.
it's
bad.
I'll show you later. It's
The whole
bad.
car like rolled over and everything.
Just
Yeah,
explain.
yeah.
Explain
Yo,
what
yeah,
happened.
You don't have to blow it up, but explain what happened.
We had in-car and out-of-car videos somehow. I have no idea who these kids are.
The in-car video.
But you
was-
hear like go, and then all you hear is like it takes off, and they're like flooring it, and you see railroad tracks. I'm pretty much sure one of the kids go like yo, 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 yo. And they like, you hear like the car do like a, and like jump the railroad tracks and then just like tumble 47 times.
Dude, the in-car footage is not okay.
And then somebody,
How the car even flipped?
the only reason I have add a car, because it jumped the railroad tracks over there by the highway.
This is shitty to ask, I guess, but like, did
They're
they?
fine.
Yeah.
They need a
only
G35, baby.
The
That
only-
crash
probably a
rating.
37 or a Q60.
The only reason I have add a car footage is because somebody put the Bozo the Clown music over it. Like, you know, like the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Was that before takeovers and shit?
That was,
That was
during
probably the
Turkey
beginning
takeovers,
of-
yeah.
That's probably the beginning of takeovers.
That was after we had
That's
it.
like the worst part of owning that car is like
Yeah.
everybody like you like legitimately drifted and then all you see is mad people backing it into their friends and running them over.
Yeah.
I see one the other day where they did a burnout on this kid while he's on the floor and it ripped his pants off.
yeah, I saw that shit.
He ran out of the circle, bro, with his nuts out. and everything.
The wild shit
Like-
is that's like not the first video that's come out of that. Like
Yeah.
somebody else, the same thing happened to them with a Mustang.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
These cars want to pants people now.
Do they have a lot?
That's sick.
Yeah.
Do they have a lot of takeovers? Like, do you see takeovers? where
There's
you guys
definitely
are?
a group of takeovers going on in Staten Island that like we never catch. I think me and you
Yeah.
were at the shop one day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we heard drifting. And we're like, nah, yo, someone's drifting. But then like like when you're on throttle and then like the car rolls back and they come off.
Yeah.
And then like you heard like I don't know, we knew it wasn't drifting.
Yeah.
And we were like, yo, this is definitely a takeover. And so we come out the shop, whatever, we hop in our car and we drive over to like this gym parking lot by us and it's just smoke. It's like today. It's like
Yeah.
Canada's on. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Canada's on fire.
Yeah.
But in the LA Fitness parking lot, and then we look and like everybody starts scattering. I don't know. Maybe they
What-
thought we were the boys or some shit.
Yeah.
But, like, it was crazy.
So how do
There's
you got?
definitely a
That's-
group of people that take over.
Are they
in
making it
Staten
hot as fuck? And
Island. There's
Yeah.
no drift spots
You
anymore.
can't drift anymore. I got stuck in a takeover when it was first.
try to put it in front of you as much as you can.
I got stuck in a takeover when it first became a thing.
everyone listening right now.
Yo, me, Mike, Mongo, and Joey, our buddy Joey Long, Frankie Beans, and Bob, the tattooer. We like went to the city to get chicken and rice, but when we got there, we're
Sounds
like,
good.
yo, let's rent Revel scooters.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're riding around the city, Revel scooters. Bob kicked Frankie Beans' scooter. Frankie Beans hit a parked car doing like 20. Mongo sitting at the red light. I've fucking hit him doing 40, knocked the scooter out from under him, went flying.
What's a Revel scooter?
It's like a rental moped that you rent with your phone.
It's not like a
No, it's a moped.
Oh.
Like you sit down, it's fast. So we got chicken and rice, and we're like, yo, fuck it, let's go to Times Square. And this is during COVID. There's not a single soul in Times Square. No cops, no nothing, no people. Out of nowhere, we're just like chilling. I think Joey's taking a picture like the skyline because he's not from around here. Big like Hellcat just starts doing donuts in the middle of the street. Out of nowhere, like 1,000 cars everywhere. Now you know how Mongo is and
Yeah.
Joey. They're like jumping the Revel scooters like off like curbs and like I don't know. I'm pretty sure Mike jumped like a 4-set on it.
So there was no one in Times Square
No
except
one.
all these takeovers.
It was
kids?
the craziest, coolest thing ever. But you know how we are. We're like drift people.
Yeah.
So like when a car is like out of control and drift, you're like you like get tensed up. This dude's like whipping donuts in an intersection of a four
Swinging.
intersection,
He's
swinging.
swinging.
Yo.
Swinging.
Did he do a rollback?
Yo, the car just looked
That's a
so
trick for them.
uncontrolled.
Trick.
It's like stunt riding almost, but stunt riders have more tricks. All they have is a
Yeah.
rollback so far.
Would you call that
They
a
got a-
stunt?
and a
they got-
donut?
They got to run over.
Oh,
How come they don't like ghost ride the whip and like?
Yo,
Like, what
you're
happened
giving
to
them
that?
bad ideas.
Yo.
Let's see. I'm
Oh.
saying like, yo, how come they're not drifting with like the door open or like rodeo? Like, yo,
Yeah, like
people
shit that drifters
rodeo-
do. Yeah.
People are doing it.
Yeah.
Nah, no one's doing
Yeah,
that.
no.
I don't
You can't
think I've seen
rodeo
a
a
rodeo.
Hellcat.
Do you guys-
son. That'll put you on your ass. You'll wind up in those shorts. You'll be rodeoing. You know,
No,
your
I've
stomach will
seen
be out.
clips with it.
you remember the TikTok trend when people get out of their car and start like dancing
Yes.
outside of? Yo,
Yeah.
they should
And
start
then
doing
the car
that.
locks
Yo.
on them.
There was like one where like another oncoming car just killed it.
Mike punch the mic.
Yo, the
Defensive, son.
dude got out of the car and started like Dougieing or some shit, and like you see his camera from his passenger seat, and then like an oncoming other side of the road car just hits the dude.
I think I see
God.
that.
Oh yeah,
It was an
yeah.
ice cream truck.
Did it hit the door too?
Yeah, hit the
my
door and the dude. If you're watching this, dude, are you good?
I don't think he's
I'm
watching.
watching the guy from the TikTok.
I don't think he's watching this.
Oh,
Oh my
shit.
god, dude.
All right.
James,
guys-
pull that mic a little.
Yeah, you got to get that in your face like this.
Yeah, you gotta-
You can pull it.
Yeah,
You can yank it towards you. It moves.
Yo.
The mic goes to you. You don't got to go to the mic. You see this shit? Look.
Oh shit.
Boom.
Yeah, you want to be like, you want to
Boom.
be aimed at it.
Boom.
Hello.
But don't
Hello.
put your mouth.
Yo, don't be scared. Put your mouth on it.
Yeah, yeah. Don't be scared.
James.
Hey yo. That's all that chicken and rice white sauce.
Big AO going on.
Tom's fucking contact.
Oh, let me see if we can
Oh,
get it.
no.
What are you showing? We're showing pictures.
Wait,
whoa,
You
got
Tom's phone
It's
number.
not on there. It's not on there.
It's not focusing. You're
You
doing
get
this.
the point. You see the.
Yeah.
You see
Yo,
the
yo,
point.
yo,
Don't show the number. Don't show the number.
The number's not there, yo. I checked it.
You're
I
gonna show the
checked
pictures
it.
we send to each
I
other.
checked it.
Jesus.
Me and James send each other mad nudes. Don't show that shit.
Jesus.
Anyway,
You
his pro-
trying to get your podcast canceled, bro?
It's Tom sucking a banana, so
It's not a
that's a-
banana,
that's
it's
a
corn. Get it right.
my bad.
We're at
There's a
barbecue
difference.
spot. Tom just was like
Where did the corn come from?
Barbecue
Big
sauce.
barbecue. Big Ed's.
I like barbecue. I like
Me-
corn too. You get to see it the next day.
Tom Nazaro. I like corn.
You guys ever like eat something you don't realize it's corn, and the next day you're like,
Oh, I
"Whoa,
ate
when did I
corn."
have corn?"
Yeah.
You know what I don't get is, yo, we go on all these trips.
Aim it
and
up.
we go.
Grab that bitch.
Yo, we go we go on all these trips and pass all these cornfields, and not once have we ever gotten fresh
Why have
corn.
we stolen corn?
Once.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a steal with barn. We'll bring it back the next day, you know, when we see it again.
Okay, I want to hear from you guys. Remember, was it the last final bout where Tom was driving there,
I conned my
and
way
then
in.
all of a sudden there's just a story post on the front sheet, and Nick's just in like a cornfield.
I didn't know Nick yet back then.
And he's
so
just
I
on the
thought
side
that
of the
was
road.
weird.
Oh, yeah,
He's on the
yeah.
side of the road in
I was
like
doing
Ohio.
some Red Bull work, and I was on my way. I was on my way back from Santa Monica, and I told the kid I was driving when I was like, "Yo, you want to go drifting?" He's like, "Nah, I have to get back to Staten Island." I was like, "Nah, bro, there's like this sick drift event in Wisconsin. We're passing through. Like, let's go." And he was like, "I don't know." Like the whole time, nobody was going. None of my friends were going. I was just gonna drag this kid to final bout.
Yeah.
And be like, "Yo, this is sick. Like, I know these people from the middle of the country. Like, let's hang out with them." And he was like, I don't know. And then Tom's like, "Yo, I'm going to final bout." And I was like, "All right, I'll meet you there." And then he's like,
So you guys drove across the country?
"Yeah."
Holy shit, dude.
I
Okay.
definitely tried setting him up with a bunch of escorts in Vegas. He's like never been to Vegas before. But
Okay,
Yeah.
that didn't work out.
nah, not
We
really.
met in Indiana. We
So it
met
was
at
Indiana?
Mile Marker, like 75 or something.
And then all of a sudden you told him just drop me off right here.
I was like,
No,
"Yo."
no. We saw his van coming as my truck was coming.
Well, we planned it. It's not like it just
Yeah.
happened. By
Yeah.
accident.
But we
Yeah.
pulled over into one of the cop U-turns.
Oh yeah. In the
And then
middle.
he chopped over the guardrail and got in.
Yeah.
Just a video of him.
And that's
Well,
it.
Yo,
No
it's
transport.
just him walking with his bags and
In
shit.
the middle of the highway.
Yeah.
Go to final bout.
Yeah, he's like, "Yo, let me in." I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
That was the best trip ever.
That was pretty cool. It was definitely wasn't.
Oh,
none
and
of
then
it was
the,
planned.
and then the
None
ride
of-
home. You told us some of the ride home. Was it that one where like
yeah, it broke down.
all this
Broke
shit?
down like
Oh,
5
what?
times.
When James ran out of fuel and I had to unload my car in the middle of nowhere in the middle
Yeah,
of the
that-
night,
that
and I
was
passed a
crazy.
state trooper doing 130 miles per hour because with
yeah,
no
then you
headlights.
left us on the side of the road.
Okay.
And we were checking out with the most dangerous
Okay.
animals in Indiana. What was it? Indiana where?
Yeah.
What was it?
The most dangerous.
Yo,
The most, the most dangerous animal in Indiana is a deer.
remember we almost hit the deer 5 minutes
yeah.
out?
Kamikaze.
Yo, you remember we saw the hot dog? The
MTA
bus,
Seen
yeah.
MTA buses. Probably seen like an FDNY.
Wait, you saw an
ambulance.
MTA
Yeah,
bus?
in Indiana.
In Indiana.
That's probably where they come from. That's probably where they're
It's
built.
where they're built.
Yeah.
Wait, oh,
Yeah.
and
So-
painted and everything?
Yeah,
I
like
have a-
MTA'd out. Like next stop Harlem.
No, done. Yeah. I have a question for the room.
Okay.
So you know how far Indiana is from like Wisconsin, right? Where the track
Wisconsin or Wisconsin?
is. Wisconsin.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Cheeseconsin.
Yeah.
It's far, right?
It's
You'd
far.
say. So if you drove a truck from there, would you think about getting fuel at some point? Wait.
Yeah. I just like No, here's the problem. In Indiana. All right. You'll be driving, it's like, "Oh yeah, gas stop." But then you get 10 miles ahead and then it says 90 miles away. and it was closed.
Yo,
So-
hold on.
I've ran out
I
of
don't
gas.
wanna hear-
I've ran
that
out of
was my
gas
problem.
in
I don't want to
Indiana.
hear any excuse. I literally drove through the desert where the next gas station was 200 and something miles away.
Well, I drove like 600 on one tank.
How?
In one shot. Whatever.
With what car?
What is it? The
fucking
truck,
truck.
whatever it
Oh,
does.
Duramax? Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, 600
All right.
miles to get to the tank.
There was an unwritten rule before we left, though. I said,
All right,
do
4.
not let the truck go below half a tank of fuel. We should start looking for fuel then. This kid wakes me up. He's like, yo, bro, it's like low fuel lights on. I'm like, what? I was like, what do you mean? We don't do that.
We don't do that. How did
And
this
then out of
happen?
nowhere,
but you were being like very confidence inspiring. You were like, all right, just keep
I was like,
going.
yo, we got it. Just floor this shit.
Keep going.
Oh my
And
god.
then,
I was like,
dun,
when's-
dun, 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 just starts.
the best part is, I
When
guess
it comes back. Dun, 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 finally.
That's the worst
Ow.
feeling when you're
no
in the
one's
middle of
been in that
nowhere.
situation. I said no words to anybody. I just started pulling the trailer ramps out. They're like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going to get his gas. What do you mean?
We knew
Yeah.
what time it was.
You have to.
I took 2 VR1 jugs and a coolant jug. I'm like dumping. I can't even say. I'm like
Yeah.
dumping
Allegedly.
VR1 out on the side of the road. Like
Yep.
I gotta go. fill these-
Allegedly.
Allegedly doing that.
Yeah.
And then I'm driving. I'm like, at this point, I just woke up, so I was calm. But then I get in my car and I'm like, I'm fucking mad now. I have corded tires. I just leave. I'm on the highway and then I'm just like,
I remember the video.
And I just floor it.
like just flying
And we're
down
just
the
sitting there, and we just hear him flying.
Probably because
Yeah.
there's nothing
Back
going
and
on
forth.
for miles,
Yeah.
Well,
probably.
So it was like 15 miles to the gas station. So I'm like 14 miles in. I see the sign. It's like service mile area 1 mile away. And I'm flying. Now we're doing real fast. However fast that SR20 goes,
now we're
right?
doing real speed.
And out of nowhere, I just see headlights out of the woods. And I'm like, uh-oh. I fly into the gas station. I get out. I shut my car off. I like don't even start pumping fuel. And I walk into the 7-Eleven. Now I'm like looking through the glass like this. And I see the state trooper pull up behind my car. Now I'm just sitting there like waiting, like playing chicken. I text James. I'm like, I'm going to jail. Finally, like 10 minutes pass by and he just pulls out. I'm like, oh, he's going to wait for me. Watch this. I get on the highway. I drive through the grass in the middle of the highway and make a U-turn in my 240 and go the other way to drive back to them
yeah.
because the next exit was like 50 miles away. It would have been like an hour to you guys. And then, yeah.
It took a while.
Wait,
I mean,
so
you
he
were
probably
boogieing, but we were
Oh, no.
sitting there like
He
a
he
good-
stayed on the road.
He probably got back on the road and waited because he's like,
He's
oh,
like,
this
that-
kid can't got nowhere to go.
He's not gonna go on the grass. Surely not.
Surely not.
Surely not.
But yeah, that was definitely interesting. We all were smoking cigarettes, waiting for him. Even people that don't smoke cigarettes, we were smoking cigarettes. And looked up what the most dangerous animals in Indiana were.
Because you heard things like in the woods.
Yeah, I don't know. They definitely have like some snakes, you know, dangerous spiders. Like we have like brown recluse and
I
stuff.
feel
like
like the
that.
people might be the most dangerous.
There's no one out in Indiana. Yo, I just figured out Philly doesn't wake up till like 10:30.
That sounds about
That's
right.
mad weird.
There was a
Yeah.
copperhead in one of the frame rails of one of our trucks recently.
What?
Really? In Staten
Snake.
Island,
Yeah, someone must have like let it go.
Mike.
Bro. There was a copperhead in one of the frame rails of one of our trucks.
That's
Yo, the video was like the thing was like this.
no.
Yeah,
What did you do? Like,
I don't know.
You just grabbed it.
I think one of the mechanics just grabbed it by the tail.
That's fucking wild.
The owner of my company sent the video in a group chat. Was like, "Hey guys, be careful with the trucks now."
Be careful with the trucks. We got snakes in some of the frame rails. You know, good luck.
I thought I had a video somewhere.
Fuck. So, tell everyone what we do for work, Tom.
Come on.
are we gonna do that?
I kinda wanna-
Nick's gonna do it first.
Okay.
I got a video to show Frankie.
What do I do? What?
What do you do for a living?
A bunch of miscellaneous tasks.
Give me an example of some of it.
I
Where is
don't
it?
know. I work EMS and I'm currently working with Red Bull.
Huge, though. Like,
Oh, that's cool.
look how
So,
long-
what do you do at Red Bull?
Basically
crazy.
like event production stuff.
Okay, so
Like I'm working at Gov Ball right now.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's why I said I'm going to hang out with Ice Spice on Friday. I'm dead ass.
I don't know much about Ice
Spice, if you're watching this, our boy's coming for you.
That's
She's-
weird.
Yeah.
She might be watching this.
Well, James got the shoes on too.
Oh, Jimmy Ice Spice, how you doing?
Ice Spice collab,
What's with like the?
Jordan ones.
I see Tom's got Nikes on now too. Like,
Yeah, we're pushing for a Nike sponsorship.
okay,
Josh won Adam LZ Fest in Air Maxes, so Air Maxes are to be worn during driving now.
All
Team
Nike,
effort.
Nike, Jordan. Yeah, that's just what we're gonna go with now. Yo, they don't grip on the pedals really too good though, but yeah.
This doesn't sound that great.
I
The
don't know.
Vans work the best, honestly.
Yeah, I
the
always-
Vans really do work the best, but
I burned a hole in my.
if you could drive in a nice pair of Jordan 1s, man,
I have a
give you a little steez.
What about Converse? Anyone ever use those?
but I have a
I
beat
like that.
pair
you?
of those.
Converse
probably
are good.
drove in Converse.
I have before, yeah, but I
How
don't
does
know.
that feel? They come with
The
no
thing,
grip. Like if you
but
walk in
they're
them,
very thin, so it's
I
kind of
like
good.
that for pedal feel.
Exactly,
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
These
have
are
this
actually the
one-
ones are pretty thin.
I never drove with these, but I have this
I used
one pair of orange cons that I bring to every single event.
Oh, okay. So you like?
Yeah.
That's
I
your-
just have
that's
that
your
one
driving
pair.
shoe.
Of
I
shoes.
usually drive in skate highs.
I feel like Tom drives barefoot.
Yo, I've been seeing this video of not a video, a picture of somebody with toes socks,
Oh, no.
like heel toeing.
Hold on.
What are they? Are they grabbing the brake pedal with their?
no, but they have like the socks with all the toes, and they're just heel toeing and driving, and then their other foot is like I guess the socks in like a flip flop. They have to live in Australia.
Definitely. I was gonna
They
say.
have to live in Australia.
That dude, fucking. We're like, so Sam had borrowed Max's car for the LZ Fest.
Okay.
So he's like gonna test it to see if he can. Thinking it's a left-hand drive car. He drives right-hand drive. He's from Japan, but he's originally from Australia. So Luke Fink comes down there. It's like me, Luke, Grant, and like Max. We're all talking. He's drifting. He's like, "Oh, I'm having a little bit of trouble." Luke goes, "Oh, you have your shoes on still. Take them off."
Shut the fuck up.
This kid takes his shoes and socks off, and he's
Wait, who?
Sam it, and he's drifting with no shoes and, socks.
and he's better.
No, I mean, I think he just did it as a joke. He was good, but I think he was just doing it as a joke. But
Are
he
you
like,
sure he didn't like really believe?
No,
it?
but like he continued to do it though. He did it the whole time he was practicing. Like he burned like 4 sets of tires.
He's like, oh, I know the problem. Your shoes are still on.
But like Luke was just fucking with him.
he's like,
trying-
you're right, and he just takes him out. How would he sound, Malcolm? Malcolm's the king. Malcolm's the king of.
Yo, Malcolm, you got any noises you can play for
voiceovers.
us?
Yeah.
Oh, let's
Give me like a boing.
I don't. What's a boing?
At the,
got a air
LZ Cup, Luke Fink kissed me
Luke Fink kissed you on the lips or?
on the cheek, but he still kissed me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yo, that's kind of crazy how this thing moves. Like the mic moves.
Yeah, it's expensive.
yeah, you hear how annoying it is when you do it.
You hear something?
It's fine.
I don't. Yeah.
That's
it's this. Tom's making noise with this thing.
I know that's the quiet version too.
The rubber.
No, the one. Yeah, some of them are loud.
All right, we didn't come here to talk about.
We didn't talk
mics.
about the mic stand.
Yeah, what did we come here to talk about?
I don't know. Josh just told me to show up here, and I was late.
I asked you that earlier too.
All right, so we're gonna talk about final bout, driving cars, and crashing cars. That's
Okay.
all we
Yeah, all
do.
right,
That's
all right,
about
all
all
right.
we care about, and then we do a bunch of events in between.
Well, there's only 2 people in this room that actually drive cars, and it's me and Chris. So
Wait, Carl.
Whoa!
yeah, okay. He drives his 4Runner.
Whoa!
True,
It's a
yeah.
Sequoia.
Yeah, same shit.
Carl drives the most out of everyone, yo.
No, I don't.
Never seen it.
I think you do, man.
Dude, Tom, I
think
heard
you
you
do.
that I heard that you said this, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to a Club Loose event, and I'm gonna show Tom that I went to a Club Loose event, and you weren't even there.
Because I wasn't driving.
I know.
That's fucked up.
After I heard it, I heard somebody tell me, Tom said you don't drive Club Loose, man.
Well, who said
don't-
that? Who's talking shit?
I don't know. I'm
Probably
not.
Frankie.
No.
No,
Malcolm?
no.
He goes right to you after.
Well, no, there's only
Damn,
3
you're on the shit
There's
list
only
too.
3 people I've talked to. In
But
this
I
room,
went.
and it's Chris,
I went.
and I never think that Chris would go behind my back like that.
Oh, okay.
That was a fun day, though. That was a fun weekend.
Was it you?
No, man. Come on.
It was you.
It was you. And you know what? It was you.
I do drive.
Carl,
it
you
over.
do drive a lot of other
Yeah.
tracks that we don't drive.
I want to drive US Air so fucking bad. Like I was just
It
telling
is
Chris,
pretty
I was
cool.
like, we should go there. Not even for like a final bout event. I would go there and just.
I gotta be honest with you. After he sold his 180, I couldn't pay attention anymore.
Who's that?
No, Tom and I used to be friends, like closer.
Oh.
And then I
we
sold-
used to be
And then,
friends.
and
what
I'm
are
trying,
you getting at?
I'm trying
still
to,
your friend.
I'm trying to re-earn the friendship we had. I had the 240, and
So
he
buy a
said nice
180
stuff to me.
again.
He was like, first message you ever sent to me, I think, was like, "Yo, your car sounds pretty good."
Damn. He
This
slid
kid-
in
yo,
the
you guys want to hear
DMs.
some real? You guys want to
That
hear
was a
some real
nice-
funny?
that was a
These
nice-
guys came to a car show. This guy did a burnout and blew a coupler.
Wait, what? When was this?
That's pretty sick. Yeah, when was this? When was this?
Donuts in the middle of the street.
Oh, takeover.
Takeover.
Yo.
Takeover.
Yo.
Cole.
That's a
Takeover.
takeover.
That's why he's
activity.
so good now. He's
Nah.
getting his
We
practice
gotta
in the
get Chris
intersection.
We gotta get Chris on camera. We gotta widen the angle.
Dude,
Why can't we see Chris? Chris, move over.
all choked up. He doesn't know what to say.
He knows he doesn't
do you
have a
remember
mic.
that,
Come
Chris?
over here. You come in my mic.
Come in my
You can
mic.
come in my face.
Hey, yo.
Oh, there we go. I dropped the clutch and a coupler popped. That was my fault.
You don't know how to drive manual.
I said, oh shit, SR20. He probably blew it up. You need help over there?
Where was the car meet?
This was
Rowdy's
the
garage.
Flipstone.
Oh, everyone was doing donuts. You did a donut too, motherfucker.
We did 5 people deep donut
Yeah.
in Miyagi's Cressida.
Yeah,
When it was
sick.
stopped, we were trying to blow the motor up.
Yeah, it was stock, dude. Like,
Where were we for that?
You guys left.
Fuck.
We
dude,
did
that,
5 people deep donuts.
that was pretty fun.
No, that was.
there?
Yeah. No.
Why can't we just lean in?
If you
Why
lean in
can't we
like that,
talk
you're
like
good.
this?
Lean in.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yo, Tom kissed me on.
I was gonna-
podcast.
Shit.
Why don't I buy another one? I don't know. I like the IS, dude.
Don't make him buy another car,
Jay-Z's
dude.
are good.
They're good. It's
They're
alright.
not gonna
Jay-Z?
leave you stranded.
Yeah, it's a GE.
Yeah, exactly. I know Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna get one though.
Just give me some time.
General admissions.
That's
General Electric.
Yeah, admissions is E. Why you guys all laugh?
I thought you said admissions.
Emissions.
Emissions.
What's admissions? Yeah, you're gonna get
To get
admitted.
admitted into
Admitted
the
to
club.
Club Loose. Yeah.
All right, Tom. Why didn't you go to Poland with Jimmy Oaks?
I don't know. I wasn't invited.
Fuck.
That
I
was.
gotta bring that up.
Yeah. Wow.
I just want to
Touchy
know.
subject, man.
You guys are like
Yo, those cars were pretty sick.
Jimmy is
though.
a team member now.
I love Jimmy.
So I figure he's gonna be like, yo, I'm going to Poland, so
He actually usually does that.
we'll fly all the cars out. Yeah, fly them out, and then
That's some rich stuff.
Hold on, I have a picture for this.
Okay.
I'll be right back. You guys continue talking.
Oh yeah, we have a lot to talk about.
Yo, did you guys see any videos from the Poland thing though?
No,
Yo, those cars are kind of sick.
but they're like,
But they're BMWs.
yeah,
They do
you
love their
lost me.
BMWs over there.
But
across
they
the
like-
pond.
James likes BMWs.
I know
James
James
is a
does.
big, Morpheus is a big BMW guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Big
they have a lot in the
BMW guy.
Matrix.
yeah. You're still into BMWs, or
Yeah,
you're
he's
like,
been working on one for 6 years.
Yeah.
You're not over that shit yet.
Oh, I've been over it.
Okay.
Completely over it.
All right. Yeah, I had a feeling.
What about your hatch? Where's that at?
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
The hatch.
Oh, shit.
it was rust free until he got to 30.
The hatch is at my parents' house. It's just like parked up over there.
What are you trying to like? Are you trying to do something to it before you drive it, or?
So I gotta do like just small shit. Gotta replace tail light. Smashed
Yeah.
the wall at
BMI?
E-Town at
Yeah.
Nissan Day.
At the on the figure 8.
thought it was a private.
Yeah, on the figure 8.
Oh
Yo,
shit.
I kept the, yo, at
Bodied.
the LZ Fest Cup, whatever you call it, I was telling all these guys, yo, the wall is unforgiving.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
like,
It's
nah,
no joke.
yeah, whatever. And then Grant pushes this guy into the fucking wall. I was like, dude, I was literally talking to them, standing there, and they're like, yeah, I gotta do this. And I'm like, yo, that wall is unforgiving. And he's like,
Yo,
and then pushes some dude over the wall, like some WWE shit.
yo,
like,
you
threw him
remember
over
the
ropes.
first?
Royal Rumble.
You remember the first
BMI.
Gambler, right?
Gamble. Oh, everyone destroyed their car.
Like 17 out of 32 cars smashed and
It was pretty
totaled their
sick.
cars.
It was like
What?
Monster
God.
Jam.
It was
Monster
crazy.
Jam of drifting.
What do you got, Tom? That's what you're gonna do.
Okay,
give me this
switch
shit.
up.
So this is how Jimmy's gonna transport their cars to Poland next time.
Nah, it's not gonna go sideways. Get that shit locked. Can they see it?
Wait.
What is that?
Yeah.
It's Tom's car hoisted up by a.
I'm getting in.
And this is how Tom's gonna get
An
in.
attack helicopter.
He's gonna parachute in.
That's pretty sick.
So Nick,
Yeah, what's up?
what's the current status of your car right now?
Oh, dude, yo, parts take mad long. And money. That shit is mad expensive.
See?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was the motor was whatever. Yeah, I have a 1J going into a G35. Nobody knew.
Is that like a normal swap?
Yeah, like people do it all over. So
Okay.
like it definitely has been done a ton of times. Like Jay-Z into Z's, Jay-Z into G35. It's been done a bunch of times. They make all the parts for it to work. But then you ask people what like they did, or like
And they're like, I
look
don't
for certain
fucking-
questions, and nobody knows anything
I don't
about it.
remember.
Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows how or why.
Yeah.
Or nobody knows shit. So I guess it seems common for the internet, but
Did you have
then
problems
when
with
you-
the clutch and the flywheel and all that?
yeah.
That's where we had problems with Miyagi's car.
So what did you guys use?
You ready for it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Wait, no,
That's the answer.
Miyagi's car is
What'd
running
you
a
buy?
W series.
We don't remember.
Trans.
I don't remember.
I don't think any of it matters.
I know we're using a Fidanza flywheel.
I don't
But
even
I
know
d-
what that is.
That's a W58 though. He's got a CD. He's got
Oh,
what I have.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
So like, but they make everything, right? CD09 goes on everything. You put a CD09 on your Toyota Camry in 2023. They make a CD09 swap for every goddamn car there is out there.
Yeah.
Like that's like the thing. You have a Jay-Z CD, yeah, it's the best thing ever. First of all, the transmission shifts like shit stock.
I feel the same
Like
way.
This is the other guy who can talk about this too.
It shifts like shit stock. And like if you plan on using fifth gear, just write fifth gear off. It always goes.
Don't say
You
that.
don't need fifth gear, but like it's gone. It's like doesn't work.
Where are you drifting in fifth gear?
I'm just saying, if
Yeah.
you want to drive, like there are other people that don't drift, right? Like that just want to drive their car with a CD. Don't buy that if you want to use fifth gear. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Like fifth gear doesn't exist.
What-
so
what
like
shift
whatever's
are you
on
in?
that synchro is third and fifth. Third always grinds and fifth disappears. That's just
What
heads up.
what shifter do you run in that?
Now I have a Serial 9, which feels terrible, and I wish I didn't spend $700 on a Serial 9
I
shifter.
guarantee you mine is worse. It's
Apparently the JOL, JLO, whatever that is.
J-Lo?
Something, yeah, JLO. Yo, I met her, but regardless.
Hey yo, wait, let's talk about that.
Is her ass as big as it seems?
She's a pretty petite lady.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she's not that big. Yeah, she didn't. Nothing wowed me about her.
Huh. Okay.
Yo, can we turn that air conditioner on?
Why are you hot?
Do you have to fart?
So clutch I ran.
Mosquitoes in here and shit?
There's
No, there's
mosquitoes
not
in here.
mosquitoes in here.
The clutch I ran is Mazworks, and they definitely scammed me. But
Yo,
What
Chris,
kit are you
turn the
running?
it's a
Turn the zapper on.
Mazworks,
Turn the
Bell
Diplomat on.
housing, and the Mazworks clutch 7-puck, 6-puck, whatever it was. I was just trying to get a clutch, and I couldn't get a clutch. I couldn't figure out whether it's 350Z, whether it's JZ. I couldn't figure out what clutch
Yeah.
to buy. Nobody had any answers. Some people would say they ran a 350Z clutch. Some people would say they ran a JZ clutch.
so
I just
weird.
wound up buying whatever was Mazworks specific. I asked them what it was in case I needed to buy a replacement, and they said it's built one of. So I waited 2 months for a clutch that my 350Z pressure plate bolts fit right in because they didn't send me any hardware. So it's probably a 350Z clutch.
That's what's in mine. It's an off the shelf 350Z.
I mean, it makes sense that the clutch would have to match the trans.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
had a spec at, what was it, spec, right? Or comp?
Mine's it's a comp
I
clutch,
had
so
a
it's probably gonna
comp
blow
S-
up.
Yeah, I had a comp SR clutch sitting on the side. I'm like, yo, Nick, this is the same plate.
Well,
But nobody knows anything. Oh, can I answer that?
No.
Yo, we're closed.
It's a customer, and we're closed. Someone want to handle that? All right.
Thank you, Chris. Functioning shop.
Functioning shop.
What are you
You
guys
don't
doing
get
to that
anybody
thing? Brakes and
prank phone
rotors?
call to
Yeah,
the-
we're coming out 1 second.
Don't.
Yes,
Talk
me.
later.
Literally me. I call from my work phone all the time.
Don't do. Oh, prank phone call.
Well, we're fucked now, so.
You heard that? Yo, you guys will get 50% off. You guys will get 50%
Don't
off
say it. Please don't.
at 50 cents off every faction shirt if
Tom,
you
you're gonna
prank phone
ruin
call
the
here.
podcast
Why
right
would
now.
you say that?
It's not gonna happen.
What the?
Okay.
Yo, don't call.
Do not call.
Yeah, don't call.
Too late.
The phone number's changed.
It's too late.
Damn.
Ooh,
Tom
damn.
sucks.
Yeah.
But hey, if you hang out with Tom long enough, you'll know that he sucks. You'll know that he sucks.
They're not gonna
Oh
call.
my god.
They're not gonna call. They're not gonna call.
Oh, shit. Well, get
Unplugging
some-
the phone.
Yeah,
I have
that's
to.
crazy.
I'll do it in a second.
Oh, Frankie's so mad.
I
It's
know.
just annoying because I gotta
know.
go behind there and unplug the phone line.
I know. For those of you who are just listening, there's people who are just listening, so you got to explain it.
No, we're not. No, we're not gonna explain.
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
It's this guy calling outside.
No, it's not, Tom.
Hello? Hello? What's going on?
He's gone now.
Hello?
Hello.
He's gone now.
Yo.
All right, if you call in the next 30 seconds, you get a free Front Street shirt.
I didn't get mad at me for saying 50 cents off. This kid just offered free shirts.
I didn't get mad at you for saying that. I got mad at you for saying call in.
Oh. What? We should take.
Yo, that would be sick.
You unplugged it?
Yo, we had a switchboard and took hello faction.
I brought that idea up,
be
but
cool.
unfortunately, it'd be annoying because you can't screen them. Like
Yeah.
anybody could just come in and say anything.
We
you
have
know?
to screen them before it would
that's
happen.
crazy.
It's
That's
an
why
idea,
Frankie's
but
concerned.
It can't happen right now.
Good idea,
Yeah.
but maybe we'll work on it. Come
Do you
back
guys
to it.
think about doing like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire podcast?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, who wants to win $1? We could do
That
that.
would be like
Like
I don't know,
drifting
you could
questions.
really ante it up. You get
Yeah, we
people
should-
to
we should give some
apply to
stuff away.
play.
Let's give some stuff away right now.
What do you want to? All right, what are we giving away?
Faction stickers.
No.
Nah.
Front Street stuff
what are
you
we
could give
giving
away.
away?
Front Street.
Yeah.
Yo,
We're
Frankie's
giving
gonna
away,
kick Tom out of the
Stop,
shop.
Tom's got an extra motor in the car.
Yeah.
Giveaway.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I got a melted block. If you guys prank phone call Faction Motorsports every single day for at least 20 times a day and show me proof, you might get the block.
It's melted.
pranked now, too? I am getting pranked.
It's melted.
Matty D's calling me.
Turn that shit off, dude.
He's gonna want a Front Street.
Turn that shit off or fucking leave.
or leave.
Shit's annoying.
Damn, you're getting kicked out, Tom.
Damn.
All right, let's get back to the podcast.
Yeah, good idea.
Was that not part of it?
No.
Unfortunately, it is part of it. But unless we edit the entire thing out, which we
What
don't
about
do.
final? Okay. What was the one topic? What did you say?
You were talking about
He did. You did say
CD
earlier.
trends.
Oh, CD,
CD
trends?
trends.
Are we still talking about that?
Nah.
I mean,
Switch it up.
It sucks. CD is not. I don't know. What
I like the
is good.
gearing.
Apparently, the ZFs are really good. But
I
don't
wish
know
I
Oh
did
anything
yeah,
that
what's
with
up,
that.
Beamer boy? What's up with the ZF?
He doesn't even own
No,
one.
actually, what I think would be sick to do is the DCT trends.
Ah,
From the-
nah,
Yeah, you
that's
can get
too
the
crazy.
BMW DCT trends. It's pretty cheap. It's like 1500.
Wait, isn't that like Tiptronic bullshit?
No, it's DCT dual clutch, and they make conversions.
I
to,
heard. I
like,
heard about this. Like
JZs
pro
and-
drifters are using.
Yeah,
this
they
now.
make a conversion to JZ. They make a conversion to SR. So it's just like shift straight
Oh, that's
through
good.
it.
You want to do that, Carl?
No.
No, that sounds a bad idea.
That dude, I suffered.
But how
I
do you-
went through,
okay.
like, clutches like crazy.
So
Wait,
you
you
have
were
power
going
shifters.
through
Yeah,
clutches?
yeah.
But how do you do that while your hands are fucking?
Oh, I mean, you wouldn't do that for like a.
You could
I
use-
wouldn't do it for a drift.
you could
build.
switch
I
it
would-
and just
we're
do
talking
this
about
like-
drift cars over
No,
here.
it
Yeah.
would just be sick.
Yeah, if you made the
for a
shifter
car.
like that, then
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard people trying to do that for drift
Oh,
cars.
Samson
I
is.
want
Yeah.
a synchro shifter so bad.
I don't even know what that
The
is.
straight shifter, the bang bang.
Oh, bang
Yeah.
bang, skeet skeet.
So
Or that old school
Right.
IKEA formula joint.
Wait,
But yeah, what was up with that?
I don't know. I was just looking at them the other day. I was like trying to find one. I was like, let me see, like if you
Like,
could
what?
find
It's
one.
a
on-
sequential,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's like basically some
like that
sort of
HKS
shifter
shit?
that
Maddie D
converts
said you're hung.
to a H
Okay.
pattern, I think, or there might be some solenoids. That
Yeah,
shift
like
it
how
as
does
well.
how is that?
But
good?
doesn't HKS have something
Oh,
like
so
that
it must
too?
have some kind of setup inside that shifts as you like electronically.
Yeah,
It moves something.
They
Okay.
make something like that for the CD2. It's made by like S1 or something, and it's like it was $2,000 before, and it would
no
bolt
one's
on,
buying that.
and it would
the
like
Somebody's
IKEA
buying
Formula
it.
One.
You
is
just went
pretty
like
sick.
that and
That's
shit.
just
IKEA
pretty
formula is
sick.
cool because it doesn't even exist anymore. So if
Yeah.
you could find the part, you just have like some clout. Like,
Yeah.
look what I got.
But then the same shit happened. People were like, "This just has mad problems."
Yeah.
We're trying to keep things simple. As like complicated as my swap sounds and my car sounds, it should still just work.
Yeah.
You know, it's not some crazy 4 million horsepower car. Just
Why'd
like,
you go with the G35?
Because it was cheap, and buying another S chassis was nearly impossible to get for cheap.
Yeah.
I bought the chassis for like $3,000. Try and find another 240. Yeah, running. I drove the car with 230,000 miles for 4 years. You know where it went wrong? I stopped checking the oil,
That is a problem.
but it was working so good that I felt like I didn't need to check
Dude,
the
I remember
oil
this
anymore.
I remember this one event we were at. This was a while ago, but you were driving. Everyone was really driving that event. It must have been like East Coast Bash or something.
Yeah,
Dude, I think you had the S14.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
Bro.
car got hit by an ambulance.
Everything that could have went bad to you
Yeah,
went bad to
It
you.
was just meant to be. And,
And
then
you just
I worked
kept-
EMS, and an ambulance hit my car. in
no,
the
but you
pit.
just
didn't
kept
tuck the
working on
harness.
your car, and like you'd come back
No,
in.
the harness was tucked, but like not.
Dude, you'd come back in, you'd be like, "Fuck!" You jack the jacks. You start working on the car again. You get out for the next heat, and then some other bullshit happened. You come back in, you work on the car again. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, that guy's dedicated as fuck.
Yeah, I'm no longer dedicated like that.
Yeah,
got
you were,
old.
dude.
I don't think I would ever. If some like, I'd probably try and fix it once, And then if I went out again
Sounds
and
like me.
same shit happens,
That's what I
I'm
would do.
going home.
Yeah.
I'm not doing no Tommy transmission shop.
I was gonna say I say that, but every time I'm at the track,
You.
I end up
How many
Tom
diffs did
is
you
really good at
change
changing
last event?
transmissions at the
3.
shop at the track.
Yeah.
and I change the track.
Tom changes transmissions
Dude,
faster
that was
on the
the
side
craziest
of the
thing
pit.
ever, though. You know how it is. Like, you put the transmission in upside down.
Yeah.
So me and Johnny are under there, and I have the transmission upside down. I'm like, all right, like Johnny, just rotate the drive shaft, and we're under there, and all you hear is dunk. It fell right in, and everyone around me, like Randy was there with his mechanic, Jimmy was there, and everyone just goes, ah! Just started screaming because like
It
you know
just
how
went in.
hard those things are
Yeah,
to get in.
yeah.
Yeah, he like rotated a little bit, and you just heard it go boom, and like shot in one shot.
That engine's so used to getting transmissions thrown in it.
Uh-huh.
That shaft is probably so fucking.
Little slut.
Now the
Yeah.
whole
that SR is a slut
it's like
for sure.
hot dog down a hallway. You know what I'm saying?
So 2 transmissions or 1?
one trans,
Yeah.
3 diffs.
What kind of trans is it?
It's Z32.
Don't assume it's gender.
What?
I'm just saying.
Are you assuming my gender?
He said it.
Don't assume. You're right.
So he's right, and you're just being bad. Z32.
Wait, but who really uses SR transit still besides James?
They actually have a whole full gear set.
So it's just you guys that.
Yeah, but I've never broken an
What do you
SR
mean?
trans.
Yeah, I
So-
want to talk about this a little bit. What
I don't.
what do you think?
God damn!
What do you think the theory is?
I don't know. I think
You
it
just
has
don't
some-
drive.
Something to
No,
do.
I've fuck
No,
you.
it
I
that's
drive a
not
lot.
it.
I was driving a lot, but
We know. We
I was like-
don't listen to him.
8 years I had that car.
So do you
I
think it has something to do with? Do you clutch kick a lot?
I do, and I slip
Then
the
I'm
clutch a lot.
lost.
I slip the clutch a lot when I drive.
Okay.
Like I use. I mean, I think everybody does it, but I'm constantly on clutch. Like
Yeah.
I'm constantly half clutching.
Me
the
too.
car.
I'm doing the same shit. I blew up transmissions all
What
the time.
kind of torque do you
don't know.
make? I never asked you.
It makes 3 over 3. I think it's
Torque
like
or
300.
power?
Yeah, I think it's 315, 300.
My car's always made like over 350 torque. I think that's what
Always.
usually for breaking transmission wise. I mean,
But you
it's always
guys were
had that-
breaking trans on stock.
Yeah.
power.
True
like
on 20 on
300.
like 2871R and
Yeah.
spec
So
Rs.
I don't know because at some point I was on T25, fully like gripped up and
T25
everything.
full boost.
Yeah, but like
Yo,
fully
That was
gripped
the
up on like
fastest car ever.
255.
That was that
Yeah.
T25.
That was faster than the
that
car
T25
now.
Yeah.
And I
That
have a bigger
SR
turbo
was
on the
so
car. I have an
fast.
HKS
Yeah.
25.
Why? What was up with that?
I have no fucking
How
idea.
much PSI were you running? Do you
like
know?
Stock.
11
7
or 12,
pounds.
11 or 12 pounds.
Yeah,
That's factory, right?
It was like wastegate
My-
into the hole.
I have a.
Where was that cast set at? Did you get that shit tuned or was it just
I
like?
have no fucking idea.
He bought the car like
I had
that.
stock. I think we had stock cams in the car. Took them out, put Tome cams in,
And the car was
and the
slower.
car was slower.
Yeah, I think unless you get like super aggressive cams, I think it makes
It
the
might
car
have
slower.
had like Jim Wolf.
Well, you gotta get tuned.
Yeah, springs or something.
Still.
That's
No,
really
it
what
might.
is.
It might have had like Jim Wolf cams in it though. Because
Yeah.
when our friend Damien took the head
The
off
wolf.
of it, he was like, "Oh, like
the wolf. Yeah.
there's more marks on these cams than like a normal cam, whatever."
Oh, so you might have the magical gym.
Somebody
If you're
honed
throwing
that.
Damien
Something
and back
special.
into the
Whoever
scene-
had my car before me, I know who it is. He's part of Sinister. But whoever had it before Ryan, please let me know what the fuck you guys did
Yeah.
to that thing, because I want to just
Do it
leave
again.
that way.
Yeah.
Do you still have those cams?
I do.
Just throw them back in.
Just put them back in.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
and just see what happens.
I don't
But
know.
are you tuned now and everything? And
Yeah, tuned HKS 2540 and 740cc injectors. It's like a similar size turbo to I think like a 2976.
Okay.
What is that?
I'd never know what these.
I know 2871.
I mean, at least that's what I can find like comparable. Whatever
Yeah.
anybody else knows. Is this like a?
69.
Is that a disco potato?
Oh, yo, I forgot.
I guess
about
it's like
that.
a bigger disco. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember
Someone-
like in 2013, that was the hot thing.
Ethan-
Yo, you got disco potato?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that shit.
Ethan tried to order one the other day for his brother.
Really?
Yeah. I
He
was
still
like,
has that car?
They decided to just do a S15 turbo.
Yeah,
But
that's like what everybody buys now. I mean, I don't even. We're still on transmissions? Damn, bro. I thought we upgraded.
I thought we
to
were
turbos.
turbos. It wasn't.
Turbo.
It wasn't.
Turbo. James, what's up with the fucking Front Street videos? When are they coming back? Like the
donkey
the
one?
donkey.
Apparently, I have. a
I don't
video
know.
Coming
We have
out.
something crazy maybe soon. We're trying to-
Yeah, we are talking about doing
Don't tell them.
another
Crazy video.
feature film,
Okay.
and we are currently planning or starting to plan, but
Okay.
probably gonna come out sometime in the summer if everything goes correct.
Okay. Cool.
And that is about it. I'm not
You
going
can't
to.
really
Yeah, yeah.
disclose
I'm
anymore.
not
Tom's,
going
Tom's
to-
staring at you like, don't give away all
Don't
the
do
Yeah,
it.
don't give up
do
all
it.
the
Don't
details,
do
please.
But yeah.
All right, guys.
Oh,
everybody.
shit.
Oh, perfect timing, guys.
Josh DeLees just walks
All right,
in.
give it to Josh. That's it.
You guys
Take it.
talking shit over here?
We were.
No, we needed you though. We needed you.
some top secret mission.
It was out of control.
going on.
It was going off the rails.
Why, what's
Take
going on?
over. Just take over. Start talking.
We didn't really talk about the
Nothing.
event. Tom said he didn't want to talk about the event till you were here, so later. But
Because you won.
What have we even been talking
I
about?
didn't win.
turbos.
Bring the
fucking-
mic to you.
I didn't win. I placed. All right.
You won.
Yeah, but like, so we
You won the hearts of many.
we
Hi,
missed
Josh.
out,
Hi.
so we weren't there. So we got to hear it from you guys. Like, give us a play-by-play.
Why
of this
weren't
thing.
you there?
Because we forgot to order merch.
SR20.
That was pretty much it.
They were like super hyped that Josh like
That was the other thing
Placement
too. Everyone's
I
like,
saw.
How
"Oh,
could
yeah."
you not be?
like
Josh
the live
is-
stream was going nuts about SR.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too. I kept hearing people like messaging, "Yo, Josh is doing good," and I was like, "Yeah, but he's in an event with like a bunch of fucking pro drifters. He's not gonna win."
Yeah.
Like literally, I wasn't even thinking about it. And then like everyone keeps saying shit. Like I saw the qualifying run. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "That was pretty good."
You're,
And
why
then,
are you surprised?
dude? Because I'm like, it's a fucking FD track. What are we doing? And then as it went on, I was like, "Oh my god, this dude!" Like once I heard that you were in top 6 or whatever, I was like, "Oh fuck, he's gonna win." I was like, I don't know how he made it this far, but he's gonna
You
win.
qualified pretty high too, right?
Yeah.
It was like 4th originally, and then by like the second run, I kind of just like mimicked the same run again, and it was like 2 points lower, and you know everyone just went crazy. So I think I was like 6th or 7th.
Just so everyone knows, what kind of power does the engine make?
It makes now 386.
Okay. So 3.
369.
386, 355 torque.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm.
369
Okay.
total.
So it doesn't even make 400 horsepower. And who were you? Okay. Who was the competition? Who was the real competition for you? Like that you were getting worried about while you were doing it?
Brian.
Honestly, like
Brian Hop.
no, honestly, like throughout the week, Tom's like, I'm gonna fucking win this shit. I'm gonna do all this shit, and I was like, honestly, like I don't even like talking shit about comps because if I do bad, I'm gonna look stupid.
Yeah,
I'm here to have fun. Like let's, if we got eliminated, we still have like the whole 2 days to drive anyway, and then plus Sunday. So I was like, whatever happens, happens. Like just simple game
So
plan.
you went into it with a good attitude. You were
yeah,
just like.
and
Tom went
Tom's
into
like,
it with like, I'm fucking beating
Oh yeah,
everyone.
he's like Ethan's.
everything.
Everything.
I didn't even get to practice.
really?
He's like,
Yeah,
Ethan's coming. I got Will coming. He's gonna work on my car. If something goes wrong, I was like, dude, I'm just gonna drive and whatever happens, happens. Like, fuck it. And then,
Josh
I got comfortable. And then it was like, all right, we placed okay. And I was like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked anyway. These cars have double the horsepower I have anyway. And then it was just like one by one. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Did you have like a strategy of any sorts? Or
Well, my game plan was I wasn't gonna get phased like by any of these cars. Like they're gonna have to. I mean, like with competition driving, like your lead lap is gonna dictate exactly what's gonna happen. Like, as far as like power and everything, like you set the pace. You
Yeah.
set the pace of the lap. So at the end of the day, like you're starting off with a 100-point run and whatever mistakes are on you in that lead position, and then in the chase, all you could do is just pray that their lead run isn't as solid as yours. So
But you would think that like these cars with more power would be able to run away from you. Like that's the part I'm confused about. But not at the specific
the
layout.
way like the
not
layout is like set up and everything, like you're forced to like pour angle and like pitch into the zone. So everyone's like, oh, my car is like real hooked up, like my car is gripped up, yada yada. Like I'm pretty sure I set my tires like around like 45, like 50 cold, and I was just so it was pretty much like 45, 50 all around, and like the whole thing is to like paint the zones and like get into those markers. So if you hook the car up and you grip it, you're gonna fall out of those zones. So I didn't really give a shit what the other cars are doing. So I said, screw it. Like I'm just gonna work on my line, like pitch in, get into the zone early, and just hold it. And
yeah.
like I said,
Did
the
that was
chase car's gotta do what I'm doing.
So even during the comp, not just the qualifying, that's what you were doing.
Yeah,
So
I
you
did
had,
maybe
like-
like 3. I did like maybe 3 chase runs because, like I said, I was like, I don't give a shit like what happens. Like, if I lose, I lose. Like, I'm just gonna do what I can, and I'm just gonna pretend they're not there. And every time I heard something whizzing by my ear, I end up getting clapped, and then they spin out or they fall off track or like the car broke or something weird.
And you ran that event with 50 psi cold?
I ran them with like I ran on the same tires the entire day. I didn't change tires. So
Dude,
like even
that
up
shit
until
is-
that final battle, like I saw Nate Hamilton change his tires and I was like, he's gonna kick my ass anyway. He qualified first. His car makes like 700 horsepower. Why am I gonna change tires? Like I'm consistent. I feel good. I'm just gonna leave it. And
Nate Hamilton's
worked
always
out.
been one of my favorite people in like the competition side of it, I guess.
I definitely forgot who that was.
Yeah.
But I knew that
He's
they
been
were
out
a
of it for
professional
a
drifter.
minute.
Like
Yeah.
everyone's like in that group chat was like, "Wait, who's Nate Hamilton?" I was like, "Definitely drove Formula."
Oh
Drift."
yeah.
yeah,
And
Dude,
then
that was my
Josh like,
favorite.
yeah, he's this guy, and I'm like, yeah,
I remember
don't know how I knew that, but I knew that.
I broke a tie rod or something at E-Town once, and I talked. Maybe I asked Dave NJ. I don't know. I was like, you know anyone who's got a tie rod? This was like 2014 or 15, and Nate Hamilton was there for some reason, and someone's like, yeah, go ask Nate Hamilton. I think Hector told me, yeah, go ask him. He's got a big ass trailer or some shit. And I was like, all right. I was like, that's fucking crazy, but okay. And I walk over. He's like, oh yeah, dude, here. He gave me a fucking Tane tie rod. You know when they used to have those.
Oh my god.
And yeah, I still got like one of my toolboxes buried because they're still in my car. That's how long ago I drove. And then, yeah, he just gave me that shit. I was like, all right, how much you want? He's like, no, don't worry about it. I'm
I
like,
got
what
50
the
more.
fuck? Yeah, that was crazy. So
Dude, it was kind of surreal, like even chasing
Yeah.
that. Like I seen like the fresh sticker labels on the back of it. I'm like, okay, now this feels like a competition. Not to say that like no one else was like serious, but you know, this dude traveled all the way from
Yeah.
Texas, like full blown rig, full race team, and I just have like Ethan in my ear, like just keep doing what you're doing. Like just kept it like just very brief, like very stern, like this is what you got to do.
Yeah, you're gonna want to keep doing what you're doing.
That's exactly how
Ethan's
it
so
was.
awkward.
Like, I'm waiting for like a decision. He's like, "You got this in the bag." He fucked up. Like,
Wait, yo, I didn't even know that you had comms.
that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. He was in the top and whatever. He was just like going back and forth.
They
He's
had a
like-
whole strategy
some
for this
spec
event.
op
They
shit.
had technicians on site. I was
Yeah,
like,
they
what
did.
the fuck is
It
going
was just
on?
fucking nuts. Like I'm just like waiting for like technical advice, and Ethan's like, "Don't stop doing what you're doing. Like, just keep going."
You should have had Nick in your ear, maybe.
I
Yeah,
definitely would have crashed.
Nigga be
I was
like, "Yo, yo,
slinging
yo, yo."
T's.
yeah.
All Ethan was for me was like, I like when I like broke my trans. We got off. I tried. Me and Ethan are like cutting my car up trying to fix it. Then we realized there's no fixing it. I put a 408 and I go out, and like first lap I like go behind a BMW and I clutch drop because it made no power, and I sheared the 4.8. Like first
my
lap
God,
out. So I
dude.
got like one practice lap. We thought the trans broke, came off, put the 4.8 in. That was the next practice session. I blew that up. And all I get a text from Ethan is, I think you broke it.
He was
Yeah.
probably so happy though. I'm just kidding. He was probably extremely.
No, he actually felt bad.
Ethan must have been stoked about you fucking.
Uh-huh.
Everyone, you all must have been going
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah,
talking
I don't
a
know
lot
like
of
what
shit.
was going on the other side. I
A
was
lot
just
of
so
shit.
just so locked in, like just laser fucking focused, just
Yeah.
staring at every single zone, like just pitching the car and like doing what I had to do. And Ethan's like, "Oh, like, do you want to make any adjustments?" Like, nope, I'm just gonna leave it. Like,
Yeah. Like even the tires.
yeah, I just it's weird because a lot of the weight, I guess, like from the entry, the right rear tire. I mean, you've seen like my cars are like totaled anyway, so I got weird
Yeah.
wear. That one tire was bald, and I used it to my advantage. So like I would enter late. I would float into the first zone perfect. I would get on throttle, and since it's washy, it would, hold. And then on the switchback to go into, the right side, turn 2, that tire was fresh. So I don't know if you guys saw, like in the clips, I'm stacking up against all these cars because all the weight's on that one tire, and the car was just like hooking up. So
Yeah.
it's like I had grip on one side where I needed it, and where I needed the car to float and go into the zones, the tire was bald. And
Yeah. And it was wearing like that too the whole day. So
yeah.
so you got that. We did an alignment on it like not too long ago. I guess. Do you think that had?
This is probably the longest I've come back without, like, let's change it. Like,
Yeah,
let's do
yeah.
something.
Like, I
And
think
the
we
car's
finally
so
figured-
easy to drive.
Yeah. I finally figured that car out. So that's good.
Like,
Did-
I don't need any forward bite or, like, any momentum. Like, right now I just play with the dampers or the
or
tires.
the tire pressure, because that's what you said you were gonna do, right? Like
Yep.
you wanted the car to feel the same no matter, like you just wanted to be able to adjust the tire pressure to control
Yeah,
everything.
because my car's not fast, and even though we run like 255, 265, like my car can't exceed like the power of that tire. Like once I outgrow the tire, then I can step up to like a lower tread wear tire or like more power. But right now, like I want to say anywhere between, depending on the track, like 20 to like 50, honestly, and
Okay.
the car's just consistent. It doesn't do like any lungy or like dodgy shit.
Yeah.
It's just smooth. Like,
So who else was there? Well, did Adam take third?
yeah,
Okay. So were you worried about Adam?
I didn't go against him.
Oh,
It was kind of funny.
The way, hold on, sorry to cut you off. It's weird though, because not to say that like, I don't know, just like the way the event shifted. I don't know if you guys like talked about it, but Grant hit Aaron.
We heard that.
Oh yeah, Nick
And that
definitely brought
changed
up.
that changed the pace of the whole event because everyone was shook because there was coolant on the ground going into that zone.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, fuck, man, like, what do I do? Yada, yada. I'm like, well, I'm not going to e-brake and enter late because if I hit that, I'm going to die. So I'm just going to enter obnoxiously early and lay into it because I'm not going to spin
Yeah.
at that point. And everyone just, maybe they had it in the back of their head and everyone just kept dodging the zone completely.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of worked out. But, I mean, the way TJ Hunt was driving, I feel like he was destined to win that event. Like, he had, like, the nicest, like, flick entry, like, into the wall. Like, I don't know. His driving style was just super good.
Who
I think
took him out?
I don't remember.
Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But
Okay.
their battle was immediately after what happened with Grant and him. So maybe he got phased and, like,
Yeah.
he thought some shit. But the way the lap looked, like, they both looked kind of shook. But TJ made, like, a huge mistake that Brian was able to, capitalize on.
Dude, I'm just thinking like you were the grassroots hero that event. That was like that's a good way to start the year off, I would say. Or at
Hey,
least the summer.
we podiumed the final bout
Yeah, that too.
the week. What was it? A week, 2 weeks before.
We-
so
but
we
this
won
one
we're on
for,
the hot streak.
this one for me was like I mean, you could just tell by how everyone was talking about it. It was like
Yeah.
this was like a big deal because it was
They didn't even
A low
want us
power
there to begin with, because
Yeah.
like it's really for like content creators and stuff. And
Yeah.
they had a whole list of locals that they wanted to drive, but they were kind of gearing more toward like the high horsepower, like FD kind of cars. Like Brian has, an SR car that he wanted to bring just to chill out, but they were like, we want the pro car, yada yada. And
yeah.
I think Adam is the one that vouched for us, like, like these are my friends. They just placed with Jimmy at Final Bout 2 weeks ago. Like they rip, like let them drive. So
Yeah. Well, you
I got to
definitely
give it up
proved
to him for,
All the drift
giving us a
game guys
chance.
were definitely hyped.
What is it?
The drift game guys were hyped. Even
Okay.
the next day, they were all like hanging out with us, like trying to get rides and stuff. So
Yeah.
made a big impact.
And then the next day it was just driving at the full course, the road course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
was
got
like
to
Sunday
drive for like
fun.
a few hours. I
It was
mean, it was
Mother's
Mother's
Day,
Day,
so-
so
Oh, okay. So
we didn't get to like have a whole day. And, people were packing up and,
yeah.
doing whatever. But
Well, that's fucking awesome, man. We definitely fucked up not going to that one.
I said it a lot for the record.
Oh yeah, Carl just kept saying it the whole day. Yo, we really fucked up. Yo, we really fucked up.
We
I think
should
there was,
be
like,
there.
I gotta
8,000
be
people
honest.
there.
It
I'm
was
just like, yeah, I know.
It was like the most fun I've had at Englishtown in a long time. Like since like remember those like crazy like freedom moves,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
party events, like like the whole bar would be burnt down.
Yeah.
Like it was like kind of like on that. Like everything was just so fun. Everyone was so happy. Everyone was helping each other and shit.
Yeah.
it was just a very smooth, no drama, no
Mhm.
BS kind of event. Like, just like the organizers and just how the way like everything went on. Like, even like with that whole crash aside, like the event just went so smooth.
Was
and
that like the worst crash?
honestly, I mean, that was the only real crash. I mean, Jimmy clipped the wall, but nothing crazy. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
that honestly, it was kind of scary to watch
Mhm.
because I think he just missed like the center, like going head on, and you can see like in the live stream that Aaron was just like, he just put his head back, like fuck my life, like
Oh my god.
it was a gnarly hit.
Well, we gotta go to the next one.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Frankie. It's just because literally, yeah, he was like, yeah, we don't have anything. And I'm
Come-
like, I still
Yeah.
kind of
We
wanted to
might-
go.
we might-
Well,
go-
I also found out like late because I'm an idiot and I never for
We're
some
gonna try
reason I
to
don't know
go to the
anything
Canada
ever.
one.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go to Canada if you want to come.
Yeah, that's just gonna be burnt down.
Oh
man.
yeah. Yo, James, but me,
Martino's trying to put it out with maple syrup up there.
It smells like maple syrup outside.
I got real Canadian maple syrup in my truck.
It probably smells like that.
But yeah, me and James were in the shop the other day, and like some dude came to deliver parts to the guys next door, and he just walked in the shop. He's like, "Yo, you drove LZ Fest?" And we were like, "I was like, yeah, why?" He's like, "That's like what? Like, this is the car? Like, remember?" He was like
Yeah.
freaking out, like
Just
some
sitting
random
out there
dude,
grinding shit, and he walks in. I'm like,
some random
LZ,
dude
I'm
just
like,
delivering
what?
parts to the guys next door.
Dude, drifting's getting big, man.
It's
Dude,
sick.
That happened to me Sunday. Like, I guess I'm gonna say he's my neighbor. I don't know where he lives, but like this random dude. All I know is that he has a BMW with a welded diff, and he goes to Club Blue sometimes. He was like, "Yo, man, you were at the LZ thing?" Because he saw me like fixing the back half of my car. He's like, "That's the car you competed in, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Holy shit, man! I watched that live stream." I'm like, people at work, like supervisors, like people,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Do people get on the bus and they're like, "Yo,
Nah, that's that would be crazy.
nah,
Yo, what's
yo.
even crazier is like one of the lieutenants from the fire department. He texted me and he was like, "Yo, I was watching Jimmy Oak's video. I seen you in it." And I was like, "What the? That was mad weird."
Yeah.
But like, when even people like all over the place, like, I tell them I'm into drifting, like, Adam LZ, Jimmy Oaks, and I'm like, "Yeah." And then they're like, "Oh, that's sick." And then like I have this guy text me. He's like, "Yo, I seen you in the video." Like,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that's
I mean,
sick. I was there. I
It's
go
YouTube
there."
too. YouTube
I do that.
Fucking spreading everything. I mean,
Yeah.
YouTube is a reason drifting's getting big too.
Definitely.
I mean, it's definitely a big
was
part
a big
of it.
conversation that we had. So like, obviously, Brian Hopp is a very OG drifter, but we had a long talk that like this is the future of our sport.
Yeah.
These events, like the LZ event, is like the future. That's how people are gonna come into drifting now.
Or at
Think
least,
about-
at least that's how they're gonna enjoy it and
People
go
aren't-
spectate it. Like they don't only have to go to Formula Drift anymore.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, people aren't inspired, like through forums and older things of that nature.
It's really just
like,
YouTube.
It's YouTube, and it's the personality of these people, and the journey of, like the rags to riches kind of stories with some of
Yeah.
these people, and it's so expensive now that all you can do really, even if you want to get into drifting, is be a fan and just be along for the ride and live vicariously through these people. And
Yeah, which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like they don't even. Some people don't even
I think
give
it-
a fuck about drifting. Like,
No,
they're like,
I
I
also-
don't. I'm not.
they
into
care
this.
for the story.
Yeah.
I
care for the story.
do still think that I feel like there's a general assumption that it's a fucking expensive sport to get into. So then they're like, yeah, I'm gonna just watch it, and I like that they can go do that.
Yeah.
I
but-
think YouTube very personalizes it for them too. Like when we used to go on forums back in the day, we're reading all this shit. We don't know who's behind the,
Yeah. Yeah.
like it's face to face almost.
Yeah. it's
Like if you like
definitely-
watching a video and how like Jimmy is and Adam, they always put the camera in their face.
Yeah.
They have their own personality. Like I feel like
You go to-
Everyone that was
go to
there,
any-
is a big personality, and it's just funny. Like at one point there was like a break, and I think it was like before top 16 or top 8. There was like a meet and greet, and so many people are like coming up to like Jimmy and like all these other people, and they're like mentioning like random vlogs or like things that may have personally impacted them at one point, or maybe
Yeah.
something that helped get them through something emotionally or something that was going on, and you don't really realize like the
Yeah. I
the
would
bigger,
never think about that.
the
but
bigger reach, like
That's crazy. That people are like bringing that shit up to them. I mean,
And then it
go
was
anywhere with
more-
Jimmy Oaks. It's like fucking people just coming up left and right.
yeah. I mean, I
Definitely.
don't know how he does it.
On the way to, I pick him up from the airport, and we're driving to West Virginia. We stop at Chick-fil-A off Route 80 in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Like 4 people came to me. He's like, "Yo, are you Jimmy?" He's like, "What?" He's like, "You Jimmy Oaks?" And he's like, "Yeah." And like he like took pictures of people in Chick-fil-A.
And he can't really hide either because he's like
Tall as hell.
8 feet tall.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's the first time I met him. We were talking at Formula Drift, and there was like we couldn't even talk because people just kept coming up, and I'm like, that's kind of annoying, right? He's like,
It's like
he's
the
"Nah, it is what
SpongeBob
it is."
episode where SpongeBob's like, "Hi, Kevin." Like, it's like just like one of those moments, but I mean, he doesn't act like that.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he's like really nice to everyone.
What's cool about that is like from like sitting in like the merch booth, like when I was selling the Front Street shirts, like he was doing his thing, and it's not just Jimmy that they want to see. They want to see everybody. They want to
employees
see the
and-
whole
yeah, yeah.
crew.
Yeah.
They got Stevie signing skateboards, Spoon signing skateboards.
Yeah.
it's not, you know, like Jimmy Oaks is technically the guy, he's the brand, but they've become so accustomed.
You
to
know what it's
even
like?
Just,
I just thought of this.
what?
It's like Viva La Bam.
Yeah, basically.
you know, 'cause if you saw all
you get
those
the
dudes somewhere-
bro, I want a picture with Don Vito,
Yeah.
not fucking Bam.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like,
Damn, that is
you
kinda
get
like
all
how
like
it
the
is.
side characters. It's literally, you know, it's like a TV show.
Yeah.
And like people become like, you know, attached to it, like the Jersey Shore shit. Like people became attached to that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
people, you see like a Snooki in the street or something, like people are like still going wild, like trying to take pictures of them, like, you know,
Yeah.
like it's crazy. Like DJ Pauly D, the worst DJ in the world, is selling out. You know, he's like selling out places, and like who even knew what a DJ Pauly D was? Nobody. You had
Yeah.
no idea.
Do you think one day somebody's gonna go up to you, Frankie?
I
and-
hope not.
Dude, I'm just looking forward to the photo they would take with you just standing there.
Hey, I saw you at that
Yo,
drift
yo, yo,
event
Kid
6
Rock.
years ago.
Kid Rock, I'm your biggest fan. Let me get a picture.
Hey, I was
Dude.
prank phone calling this.
Yo, where's my 50 cents off? Where's my 50 cents off? I called like 10 times.
Yeah.
Check the caller ID. That's my number.
I definitely don't want that. Anytime we're at an event or something and Jimmy's there and we're talking and I walk back to the booth, I'm immediately the first thing in my mouth is like, God, I hope that never fucking happens to us.
Yeah, but like you can't be that way. You have to just accept it.
I
gotta-
can do whatever I want to do actually, but yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I
embrace
am
it.
gonna be that way.
yeah, I mean, no, I
Embrace
get it.
it.
Yeah, you can definitely do. You could be your own person. There are
yeah.
there are some legit celebrities.
I'm gonna be the
that are-
Tommy F of the fucking drift community.
You definitely.
I
with your person,
some people came up to us at East Coast.
No, you
Bash.
know how I know that though, because like I remember watching his videos and shit. Because I was here working on a bike one night and I had the TV over there.
You guys would get along great.
I know,
first off.
dude. And the videos start going, and I'm like, oh, this guy's kind of. This guy's got it.
I
you
like
know?
this guy.
I like this guy. And I'm like seeing the cars he's building. I was like, oh, this guy's got. I know it. I know what's
Yeah,
up.
I
This
can
guy
see you
knows
guys
what's
getting
up.
along.
Yeah, and then like the next day, I'm like telling everyone, I'm like, yeah, I was watching Tommy Effie's videos. Like, oh, that guy's kind of a dick, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I like that.
No, it's cool.
He's super cool.
He's cool.
Yeah, I'm just like, I was like, I didn't feel that way, but I don't know. It was just weird. But I get what they're saying.
He's a more serious
He's straight
guy.
up
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like honest.
But what's
Yeah.
you know?
He's also like very passionate too. Like we went to his shop and we hung out. Me and James, we hung out with him till like almost 4 a.m. And like that dude, like it's not even like he's talking to show off. Like that dude's just passionate about his shit. Like showed us like his collection, like the stuff that like he enjoys and like
Yeah.
why he loves doing
his
it.
serious collection, right?
Like, yeah,
Yeah, that place.
that was
place
like
is insane. It's
overwhelming.
like the like you know the company I work for. I go down to Miami, see like crazy
Yeah.
Porsches and all the shit. But going there and just seeing like the plethora of JDM parts that he has, like just had like a 270R in the back room, like just ready to
Yeah,
get
that's
like
wild.
restored. Just like walk through. Oh yeah, 270. It's like what the fuck? Like just the craziest shit
He's
you've
like
never
he's
seen.
like the GTR restoration guy now.
What's going
James,
on?
what did I
What
say to
happened
you?
after that? I'm gonna say it.
What,
What
the-
happened after that? All that stuff.
All that bullshit.
I
don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
He's still
I feel
cool.
like
For,
Like,
yeah, I'm
all
still cool with him.
legal.
Yeah,
just, like
like-
legal shit.
I don't know.
our business.
Yo,
James,
Yeah.
remember we were walking through it? I'm like, bro, there's like a right-hand drive S14 in there.
Yeah.
And you walk in, you're like, it's a 270R, you idiot.
like Tom didn't know what the fuck it was.
I was like, yo,
at
got
all.
Nismo stickers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super cool though. Like I was driving up to Grant's house. I was like, yo, my e-brake cable's broken. He's like, oh yeah, just stop at Tommy's shop. I called him. You can take whatever you want from
He
him.
gave me a diff at Grid Life.
That too, yeah.
Like when I smoked my shit,
Oh,
he was
that's
like, "Yeah, I
crazy.
got like just
Oh,
it's in the back of this 240. Just go grab it." And
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
the shop was like 20 minutes away. So
Oh yeah, I remember.
the night you gave me the clutch,
Yeah.
he was gonna bring me. He was like, I have an assortment of clutches. I don't know which one's S13. He's like, I'll bring every single one with me tomorrow.
But you took mine.
Well, no, but he wasn't coming until like the next day at midday.
Yeah.
So I took yours. Yes.
So you took mine.
Yeah.
I don't got that Tommy Effie money.
Yeah, but I tried to just buy you one and you told me not to. So
Okay. Yeah, the Tommy.
fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Tommy Fu.
that's not nice.
I think we should start calling him that now.
Tommy Effie.
No, Tommy F you.
Don't unplug the mic.
I want to talk no more.
All right. Well,
All right, Tommy Fu logged off.
Well,
now we brought up every single drifter's name. That way we can make some good snippets for Instagram. What else should we talk about?
this is the end of the podcast. We're going to get food.
I actually am really hungry.
really
I'm hungry.
No, you got
Josh just got here.
Josh
There's
just
a lot-
got
I
here.
feel like there's a lot to cover.
Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah.
honestly probably just gonna go back to Staten Island from here because I got work in the morning.
Well, what is?
What happened today at work?
Yeah. What happened today? at
Oh
work?
my
Oh,
god.
I mean, that's nothing to do with me. That's nothing.
All right. First of all,
Different borough.
Want that on here?
we probably
Yeah,
shouldn't be
that-
laughing
Yeah, we
about any
shouldn't
of
talk
it. So
about this.
Definitely not.
Forget it. Don't even bring it up. Don't even talk about it.
Canceled.
Yeah, we're talking. Look like
definitely,
pieces of shit.
you know,
Canceled.
Yeah.
it's definitely not near that 10-year.
first comment.
Disregard.
First comment. That was my aunt.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
All right. Anyway, so Frankie, when are you gonna drive again?
Nah, that's always talked about on these podcasts.
Thank you.
I'm over
Thanks.
it.
Yeah, he
Thank
says.
you.
Yeah, but
He
now
says
now
next
this
week.
is actual intervention with his closest
This was
friends.
this was all a ploy for you to get this.
That's
You
actually-
need
that-
this right now.
That should have been done, but
Intervention?
I mean, you
No,
know,
we talked about it
We're-
this morning.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
working
you're
on it.
boned.
Carl hasn't talked
See,
much.
your bones.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
hasn't.
Weird.
I'm
Yeah.
just enjoying.
Usually
yeah.
doesn't like stop talking.
I know. He's
Yeah,
the
It's,
talk.
it's I
Let's
know my
go.
place. I know my place. You guys are having good conversation.
Start
I'm not
asking
gonna
questions.
stop it.
Start asking questions.
And Frankie's running the show a little bit today. I'm enjoying it.
That's
He's
'cause
usually sitting
these
back.
are my boys
Yo,
right
my
here.
Yeah, I know.
favorite
Yo, he said
question.
it. Yo, he said it.
my,
he did.
my favorite question that I heard on this podcast was, "Who gave you your first time?"
Right?
That is
Yeah.
my favorite question.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
So Josh, who gave you your first time?
like your first drift?
You gotta reword that a little
No,
nicer.
we
Yeah.
want it to be
But
weird.
that's the best way
Yeah.
to word it. Who
Like,
gave you
who
your
was your
first
first?
drift?
That's
Who
what
was
it
your
is.
first drift? You weren't your first drift.
No,
It could be, but I don't think.
I mean, I feel like we talked about it before. I feel like Ben and like all those dudes.
That
like,
was who, because they were
all
BMX
the-
guys, because they were mine. Black and White Dave was my first. The Cressida was the first car I was ever in drifting.
do you remember
that
like?
might be actually the first car that I was ever into.
Do you
we had
remember
the
like the
first-
first?
he gave us that
moment?
first
like the
time.
first turn.
Where
Were you-
I was already into drifting at that point. Actually, you know what? Maybe Rob was probably like the first one. Now that I think
Yeah?
about it, yeah, because you know we knew like Ben and Dave and like all them, but I think Rob was kind of the one that sparked it.
Yeah.
Because I had a 240, but he had like
The
a
300
Z32.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a Z32, and we were always playing like Forza and shit. And one day he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go try this shit in the rain." Like, the car was NA, so it just had no balls to like actually do anything in the dry. So we'd always go
Yeah.
out in the rain, and I remember he was like, "Oh, you want to try?" And I was like, "What?" Like, and we went to you're gonna know where this is, but at the end of where the skate park is, there's like that.
Yo,
jug
that shit is
handle.
fire. If
Yeah,
you
he
haven't
goes-
drifted that,
There's a video of Rob
drifting that,
in the rain, drifting that, and then drifting the snake, the
Yeah.
S turn all the way up.
I've
Yeah.
never done a donut before, like nothing. He goes, "Yeah, here, try this. There's guardrails on both sides. It's like a perfect
Yeah.
fucking U." And I just almost take his fucking car out, but
yeah,
I think
it's
that was like the
a
first
U
time.
with a Manji at the end because of the way the road goes. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it is.
But
a
there's
sick
always
turn.
cops sitting there.
Nick,
so.
what about you?
My first time, the same Black and White Dave Cressida 1JZ Cressida.
Yeah,
It's
he
probably
needs to
like
come back out
1.5J.
drifting.
And what you were like hanging out with him and
Yeah, they were all
Well, they were
BMX,
BMX.
guys. So like we'd ride BMX and then like we'd hop in his. He had like he worked construction, so he had like this rape van. We'd all do that, and then like we'd all hang out at this Country Donuts that Adam came to one time with
That's
his
wild.
Supra. Yeah,
Yeah,
Adam LZ came to Country Donuts, but that has nothing to do with my first time. Yeah, so I hopped in this Cressida. There's probably like 4 people in this car for my first. Nah, maybe not. I don't know.
A lot of people
so
for your
just
first
to, just
time.
to clarify,
that's like a gang.
just
It's a
to,
gangbang first time.
yeah, just to clarify, like these group of people, like they're BMX kids, but they're the generation. They were the younger group of the generation like that they hung out with, and all those dudes were like like Chris
Volkswagen
Kachezi's
people.
age,
Yeah.
where they were into like drag racing and like racing on the highway and stuff. So drifting was kind of new, and they were doing like a little of both. So
Yeah.
even though they were drifting and like they would street drift, like these cars were
Still had whole
fast.
set turbos on.
Yeah, like so
That's the one you keep telling me to get. Josh is like,
this-
yo,
that-
whole
well, that's
set-
why, because all
What?
these dudes like swear by this shit. They just had all like
H what?
SAFCs, like
yeah.
HX35s, and they're racing GTRs on the highway. And then they'd go street drifting after. And then the one kid that we're talking about, he lived across from the police precinct. So he'd be pulling out his R154 that he blew up like the day of like running from the cops, and the cops like, "Oh, like you got lucky that last night." Like, we'd be like, yeah, like they were always like playing cat and mouse with each other.
Remember when there was times on the highway they would pull up and like 3B bus and shit? That one dude.
A cop?
I'm not gonna say his, yeah, it was one of the cops that was like friends with all of us. But he would like pull up and like 3 beep, and like the rule was if you like beat him, he got away. But if not,
Oh shit! Really?
yeah, he was cool.
That's awesome.
He was
That's
actually
some movie shit.
He was cool until someone fucked with him, and then
Or like ratted him
Our
out. or something.
friend.
no, our friend took
Our
a picture
friend?
of him in Country Donuts and said Piggy needs his donuts, and someone sent it to him on Facebook, so he saw it, and then
And 2 weeks later, like he pulled him over on the highway for no reason and banged
like
like,
this.
dry, like no lube,
Oh my god.
like.
and then he
fucking
didn't fuck.
stack
He
of
didn't.
tickets.
He like fucked with us like for a while because we were friends with his older friends who were our older friends that got us into drifting. But then after that happened, it was like, you know, wave to each other. That's it.
Yeah, no, these
Is the
dudes
chicken
are
and rice
sick.
at the Country Donuts?
Yes. Yo, Josh, you
I
remember
need
the
that.
day?
Scratches nuts.
I need
We
that.
there was some kid there with some like raced out 350Z like coils wheels.
Oh,
and
I got this video.
We're
It's pretty
like
sick.
we're like me and Josh are both like, yo, dude, like he was like asked if Adam LZ was there again like a week later, and we're
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He's
no,
like,
no.
Oh, is Adam coming?
We're like, do donuts though, and we'll send him a video. Like, see, we have his phone, his
His phone number.
Yeah.
and the kid's like, all right, and I'm
Oh, I
like,
remember
Josh,
this. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Josh, there's a narc at the halal cart. Josh
I
like,
was just like-
he's like, no, there's not. I guess trying to make himself feel better. This kid like whips one donut, and all you see is like the dude like drop his food and run in his car and like flip the lights on.
Oh fuck.
And then the kid ran.
Yeah,
He
then started-
ran?
He
He
got
got it.
pulled over like right at the end though, like at the stop sign. But I got it on film.
Is it a cop or what was it?
It was a cop pulled the kid over. He was getting food. I saw the narc car. New York City narc cars are like very easy to spot.
Any NYPD car has played
Looks
doors.
exactly this. Yeah, even the undercover
okay.
ones, they got double doors.
So what kind of cars are they usually?
like the same thing as a marked car.
I
Except
got
they
pulled
just
over by a
pulled-
Honda Odyssey once.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Had a
fuck.
Remember when they had the
A
taxi
Ram,
cabs at
yeah.
one point?
Yeah, I seen that.
Taxis, Ram, like vans, whatever those ones are, like the ones
Yeah.
the ones they drift in Japan, like those blue.
What I've seen like half taxi, half cop car.
I never seen that
That's
one.
somebody who
I've
just
seen
bought
that.
it from the auction.
When I worked at the depot in Manhattan, there was like I guess maybe that's where they store them, like right next to the Lincoln Tunnel.
Yeah.
There was like a little like parking lot, and I saw like the half.
Yeah,
Like
so
a
you
few
like
of them.
so from the back it's a cop car, from the front it's a taxi, right?
Yeah, it's a taxi in the front.
So
and
that
then
when-
in the
when
back
there's
is
in the
cop.
cut, like
Well, when they're pulling someone over, everyone knows it's a cop.
They back into parking
Yeah.
spaces
Oh,
every
that
but
makes
time.
sense.
from the front
and
they
then
have
you
no
back
idea.
into a parking spot and you would never know, and then whoop whoop.
Yeah, that too. Jesus Christ.
James, who was your first time?
Yeah.
Because you
One of
like
us?
randomly came into the group like.
Actually, my first time was with Rob. I was skating. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, we gotta get Rob on this
Yeah,
podcast.
I was
Yeah.
skating with Rob,
Yo.
and Anthony had a little Anthony, and he had the Z back then, the red Z, and he just kicked some U-turn, e-brake kind of shit.
And you were in the car.
Floored it, yeah, and I was like, "Fuck, this is it."
That's what I'm talking about. Something like that.
God damn.
What about you, Tom?
Let's get a podcast with Rob at Josh's wedding at the Airbnb. He's gonna be there.
I mean, I could.
Just bring your mics and a camera.
Yeah, we could. You
Not
wouldn't
me.
need it? All right.
No one's gonna watch it.
We'll put it on the
like, who
Patreon.
the fuck is this kid?
A front street post honeymoon
Yeah.
podcast. Everyone's gonna be there.
Yeah, Josh is getting married next week,
You
everyone.
should get
so-
everybody like.
Yeah.
Bring the gear.
Yeah, I can bring it.
You can do a podcast without me. You know?
Rated,
Are you okay with that?
rated
Dude,
R front.
please.
I was like, I don't
I
want
get a week off.
Man
it's
needs
lit.
a break.
No, you're not gonna get a week off.
What the fuck?
No, it's gonna be. We'll put it on Patreon or something.
Ah, true. Okay.
Yeah,
Little wedding podcast.
yeah. That would actually be really fucking
Dude,
good.
we have like the craziest drifting stories with him.
Yeah.
And like just random photos. Like,
I've met him, right? He goes all some of the
Yeah,
events.
he,
Like,
yeah, he's come to Fountain about a couple
Yeah,
times.
yeah. Yeah, I know him.
Yo, he came to fucking Alabama.
Well, yeah, he was only 3
He
hours
was at
away.
Mid Pond.
Dude, I want to
lives in
drive that
Tennessee
track
now.
too.
So if you're looking for Tennessee cars, Rob's the plug.
So he lives in.
he
Nashville.
lives, yeah, lives
Oh, he lives in
like-
Nashville.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, he's the plug. Frankie's like, I'm gonna ride my motorcycle there, go stay with this kid.
Hell yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, don't
Yeah,
get him
he's got a
started.
place to stay and shit.
Yeah,
Rob-
definitely that
Rob's
era of
sick.
drifting was sick.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, that was like right before.
It's just
probably
wild
like
how
2010.
it's just
Or-
wild how
yeah.
uneducated we were as far as like drifting back then.
Compared
Because-
to kids now.
Dude, this car just had like like HA coilovers from the Queens engine depot.
Oh my god.
He put that shit on stock diff, like just random, and then one day I think one of the head gaskets was going, and we like Blue Devil this shit. That was like our first run in with Blue Devil.
Yeah.
Fucking got rid of this shit, and then he got some gutted 240 that ended up being Galen Nazarino.
Yeah.
it was actually one of his cars. It was like a gutted KA car, and Rob was like, "Holy shit, this car's so easy to drift." It was just gutted. It had teen tie rods.
So that was the first 240 he like.
Oh, he made it look so fucking easy, and
He was good.
yeah, he was so fucking good. And remember the underpass spot?
Yeah.
It's just weird how back then we were like, oh, it's like kind of whack. Like if you like, stop
Mangy.
drift. Yeah, stop. Like we didn't even know what the term was. So he'd be like, fuck it. I'm going to try to do the whole thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he
yeah.
would like, he'd hit the first turn, stretch the whole thing out as far as he can, and then whip back in
That's
again.
cool.
And I was like,
Yeah.
God damn, like we had no idea. Like,
And
the
he had a KA in it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Dual cam,
and we
right?
like would go to Queens and like hit all those events and
Yeah.
do that. That was
Queen events, dude.
that was like
Yeah.
the most
Cap
prime.
and moves, the original
That was-
cap and moves.
I wasn't even drifting then, and I still feel that's like one of the most prime, like
Yeah.
I don't know, most holistic time of my life. I still know people, from those events.
Yeah, dude.
like, to
Like,
this
dude,
day.
go to FD and like people would just pop out of the woodwork at
Yeah.
from Long Island, like Long Island
Exactly.
people and shit. And you're like,
Dude, people coming with trailers. That was
Yeah.
Justin, right?
yeah, we came with a trailer once. Yeah, I remember.
I didn't even know you guys. Like we're all like in that same circle and like
yeah, when we didn't
know.
even talk then, because
It's that trophy over there.
yeah,
that
this
guy's
trophy over here. I wonder if he's ever gonna remember that he left that.
Do you think
here.
he will ever listen to one of these?
You could
Yeah,
probably
for
eat
sure.
some stuff
Really?
out of that.
Yeah, yeah, he could probably eat some.
Make a salad.
James said we should chug a beer out of it.
Yo,
That's fucked up.
podcast with Justin.
Would you do it?
one day.
Yo, please.
One day.
I'd love to see that.
He'll
Those gotta
he'll
be
make us do
filmed.
yoga and everything.
That'd be sick. You guys probably could use some yoga around here.
We could. Malcolm for sure. He's got to stretch that back.
Yeah,
out.
Malcolm's very on edge today. Yo, he tried to beat me up before the podcast. He showed me his muscles and stuff. He was walking around with like.
me his muscles.
He was.
You wanna
yeah.
show Scary.
Should Malcolm show his muscles on the
Yeah,
camera?
I
Malcolm,
agree
show
with
the
that.
camera your
Yes.
muscles.
Flex
Yes.
real quick.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Real quick.
No one's
Right
taller.
here.
Stick the one arm over here.
Yeah.
No,
Flex,
flex.
flex.
Yeah, let's see that.
Hey, yo! What the fuck? All right, now it's Nick's turn.
Nah.
Okay. Nick's always been the fucking biggest one, so. It was Nick and Miyagi. Those were the biggest dudes.
Yo,
One time Miyagi came to Staten Island just to go to the gym with me.
Yo! I believe that.
Dedication.
That's
I
crazy.
think he came with Lexi. And she
like
went to,
just drove all.
she went to go hang out with
Oh,
Chris.
Yeah,
and
that
he
makes
came
sense.
to the gym with me, and then
That's
yeah,
amazing.
that was pretty funny. Yeah,
Do you still go to the gym all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
try. Yeah, sometimes.
Malcolm's trying to get on your level right now.
Yeah. The thing is, I just gotta do mad cardio. This sucks.
I
but-
seen this
That's
guy's on
good.
cardio all day, every day.
That's good.
Yeah, that and the hiking makes your.
Oh yeah, we were gonna go hike. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I don't know. I just go on my own.
Front
terms.
street
I
hike?
can't do. You guys.
No, you
like,
just text me, man. Don't text all them. They're crazy.
Nah, it's more Alex that has his own like.
Alex is insane.
is always weird
about Yeah.
He's got to.
It's got to be super.
Sunbathe his
It's
fucking
got to be
butthole.
super like secluded. Like if it's not that group or you're not the best hiker, which I don't know what that even means. But apparently, Frank, you're the best hiker. You
Oh,
and
thank
Ethan
God.
are
All right, cool.
the best. So you're the cool guys for hiking. He's got his karate class.
Yeah.
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 So he's
It's
got.
not
his-
karate, but
yeah, he was talking to me. He was talking to me about.
I
This
hiked
kid
with
called
Alex
him
a couple
Kurt
times. I
Angle
love
the
hanging
other
out
day.
with him.
Every day, Alex turns more and more into Joe Rogan. So,
yeah. So he had like, he has his karate friends. Those are his cool karate friends.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I guess we're not cool drift people anymore.
No, dude,
so.
he always talks about drifting. He really does. But
He talks a lot about drifting, but doesn't drift.
hey,
His
I
car
didn't say
works.
that.
I asked him
It's
the
kind of
other
like
day.
you.
I asked Alex the other
True.
day
This is true.
if he was gonna drive.
Okay.
Whatever. What was the next one? Did I say?
Oh yeah, we were talking about it. Josh, don't worry. We
I asked
bring it
him.
up every single fucking
I asked him.
time. Josh is always like, make sure you like talk to him about drifting, and like, I'm like, no, I do. Don't worry.
I wonder if he talks about drifting and karate.
Probably not. He probably has like separate lives, you know.
Well, for the longest time, he used to tell like people would ask him if he had a 240 or like drifted, and he would tell them no.
I just blow up his spot at work all
Wait, what?
He would say no.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there would be like he even deleted all the car stuff off his Instagram.
Oh, he was hiding.
Yeah, he went back to BMX Alex.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's getting pulled out right now. He is, dude.
He's a paint job away.
Literally, like, it's
Right,
just
he got
fitting body
tuned.
panels, right?
Yeah, he's got a tune. He's got a line.
Yeah.
We ripped on it down the street. Like, Car's
Yeah.
ready to go.
Oh, she's ready.
Yeah, no, it's good to go.
It's good to
Everyone
go.
keeps asking us about like, yo, when are you gonna do the finish the
yeah,
series?
that's like another,
well, I
dead
told
end
that's why I
project.
texted them. I was like, let me know when you want to like put on some body panels and just film it, and then
It's crazy. I
we'll
was
bring
on
it to
YouTube
paint.
the other day.
I think
and,
David
like,
Bob
one of those
has his
videos popped
arrow
up.
hostage. His
That's
stuff
even
has
more-
been sitting like
That's even more perfect. It's fucking down the street.
no, it's at his other shop.
Oh shit.
But anyway,
Still close.
I dropped my stuff off and I saw his stuff was there. His stuff has been sitting for so long that his origin turned into like KBD. Like
That's pretty
uh,
sick.
David had to clamp everything with like metal
Yeah.
clamps and like he gunned everything back straight because all the tires and everything that he had stacked on top of it
Oh my
from the heat
God.
warped everything so bad. He's like, I never seen a side skirt like this wrinkled in my life.
Okay.
had tires stacked on an Arrow?
Well, he had the body
Whatever to
kit
keep
underneath the car. Then he had it
tires
tarped,
on
and
it.
then so the tarp didn't fall off. He had his spare wheels and everything just on top of it. So it's just been like that for like the past year and a half, baking in a backyard.
Well, we just talked a lot of shit about Alex. So
Yeah. No.
Hey, well, you know,
hi, Alex. If you're
Alex was
listening
here.
to
He had his opportunity to talk a bunch of shit.
this. Was he
so-
supposed to come here?
I love Alex.
No, I meant like on his own podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Alex is invited to this, but he's doing
karate.
Probably
karate.
doing karate.
Yeah. So, but he said he'll try to come. But yeah, I'm fucking starving. to
What's the
death.
next? All right.
Yeah, I think we gotta ask questions and go.
Oh wait, did you do a question thing? You definitely didn't, you motherfucker.
No, that would be Malcolm to talk to, and he did do it. Yeah.
All right.
Questions?
Do you want to do the questions, or is there anything else? Final bout in September. You guys are driving.
Yeah.
yes?
Let's talk about that stuff. Like you're doing.
Yeah, though.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. There's that.
All right.
We can't not.
Everybody so far, everybody's been at what the question is in the Discord.
Final
is
bout seems like it's gonna be
where should I
fucking nuts.
stay?
Oh,
Where
for
should I
final
stay at
bout.
final bout? I don't fucking know.
Don't. We're not gonna tell you where to stay because we want to get the hotel
Yeah,
rooms.
I know where it
Yeah.
is.
It's gonna make it super hard for us to get a hotel.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Stay in Milwaukee.
I'm just stoked that
Milwaukee.
Chunky Buy's coming.
Yeah, that's the crazy
That's
part.
sick. So I think
That is
they're
kinda
bringing
crazy.
2 cars. Yusuf's coming.
He is.
Yusuf, yeah.
Okay, that's
he
cool.
said he's gonna be coming, and our homeboy from Osaka, AG's coming.
Is that
That's
Yusuf's
part of other half of KW Exchange.
Okay.
So we'll get to hang out with him before we.
We're definitely coming no matter what too. So
I just said that
going.
to everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, cause I have a group of friends that they're like, yo, I've been hearing a lot about this. Like, I want to go. And then
Yeah.
people from all over the place are like, I think I'm gonna go.
is Jimmy gonna go? You guys?
Yeah, he has to.
This might be the biggest final bout.
I've been
Yeah.
saying it. That energy's
Like-
different.
This one's gonna be nuts.
For some reason, there was always like hype about like getting cars ready and going to final bout, but this is gonna be the final bout.
It's huge.
I think this is gonna be
This-
like the Sexy Nights one.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Sexy
on
Nights one
that.
was
I think
sick,
that
but
was
it might be
fun.
bigger.
I think it's gonna be bigger, honestly.
No, it
Yeah.
will be bigger. But
Yeah,
I'm
bigger
always
every year.
surprised every year with Final Bout. Like, I'm so glad that they've been able to do this. Like,
Yeah.
and every year it just levels up.
Yeah, and the
And it's
driving
not-
got better too.
And it's not like they're just hanging around and not trying to make it better. Like
No.
they're literally
No,
topping
they're putting
it.
work into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
topping it every time.
And every time it's more and more people, which
Yeah.
is sick.
It sounds so like redundant and boring because
Tom.
every year there's like a special stage, but you know, like every year like some new team emerges, and then when you go to final bout and you see these cars, like everyone's driving fucking hard. Like you really got to step your game up.
yeah,
so,
that
don't
too.
smell
The
it.
driving
It's-
gets harder and harder every time.
yeah,
What happened? Tom took a
We're
shit.
trying to redeem ourselves. we fuck up every time.
Tom took a shit on the floor.
I think the team is
This is
pretty
like the
solid.
third time, so I know what it smells
Tom,
like.
Tom, Josh, Jimmy is pretty good.
Yeah,
It looks good.
Tom, Josh, Jimmy is Front Street figured out.
I want Alex to go.
Well, he's not driving, so he could
Yeah,
go.
he,
I
he
want
don't
Alex
put, he don't
to
put
drive.
the work. He don't put the work in.
He drives good, but
There you go, Alex. You heard me. I said it.
Only people that.
So is that the plan this time? Like instead of just being like, yeah, everyone come and we'll just all do it. You're more like, all right, you guys are gonna, like, you can come, but we're gonna do the comp. Like, is it
I
more
mean,
like
I don't
that?
think it works like that
No,
at this
whoever
point right
goes
now.
has
It's
to
like
drive.
whoever goes
Whoever-
has to drive, but
Oh, okay.
not to shit on anyone, but
Yeah.
you know, like if you put the work in and you want to come and drive, like
Then you can do
yeah,
it.
you do it.
Yeah.
But if you miss the whole season and want to just drive Final Bout,
that's silly.
that's not happening.
That's silly.
It is silly.
Yeah.
If you're not constantly driving your car and then you want to pop out for one event, that's pretty
Kind of corny, yeah.
pretty silly. You know.
Yeah.
We take drifting extremely serious now.
Okay.
So
No, he does.
Definitely.
He does. Tom does.
Me and Josh do actually. We talked about it.
I mean, after building like 17 motors for your car.
It's not even that. It's about you know.
You can't say that it's not serious when every
Opportunities.
3 events,
Yeah.
put a motor together.
You think it's getting too serious now?
No.
It's getting too expensive.
It's gonna be super serious when Frankie is back out there.
I think it's right where.
Then my competition's there.
Whoa.
Right now, I have no competition until he's back,
I'm gonna drive one time with Tom when my car runs again.
and I will destroy.
I think
that
gonna-
man's gonna have tire
I think
marks all over the side of his
event-wise
car.
this year, I mean, kind of not trying to be more selective, but just we want to like push the brand and like
Yeah.
like sell shit.
I mean,
so,
you said it when you said it's getting too expensive.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you gotta think wisely about like where you're going, like what you want to do, because not that grassroots events aren't fun, but
You
with
guys
the-
are just trying to level up.
yeah, just the amount of money like it costs, like it kind of sets you back in a way,
Yeah, but
especially if something
There's
goes wrong.
There's a difference though between what you guys are doing and what like other teams are doing. Some other teams like they don't really care that much. Like they just go out once in a while, they have some fun, and that's it. But you guys take it to another level. You go to a lot of events. Like you drive the cars really hard and break them often, so it's expensive.
yeah,
If
catches
you're gonna
up real quick.
yeah, if you're gonna take it to that level, then you gotta evolve with it and start looking for people that can help you and
Exactly.
do all that.
So I think we're doing not think we signed up for Pro Bro Down yesterday.
Yeah,
so
I can't wait for that.
back to Club Loose. It's such a sick event.
That's my favorite event of the year.
I never. I mean,
hated
not
that
to sound
event.
corny,
Really?
but
I
I
always
hated it
hated
too.
that
And I was
event.
like,
I always liked
Yeah.
it.
I don't want to
hated
see
it.
all these like crabby like cars like do all this shit.
I
And
just
then
like
I
that-
went to one and it was
It's
the
fun.
most fun I had
Yeah.
at Club Loose, honestly.
Yeah,
that we drove on our cars were like green.
Mike.
Post gallery.
Yeah. No, it was pre-gal. It was after post
Well,
gallery.
yeah, post gallery. Yeah,
That
that,
was
was
fun,
sick.
yeah.
And we've
Good
been
video.
going ever since.
Yeah.
Last year was sick, even though it rained. So
And I smoked. the
looking forward
clutch.
to that. We're gonna do ignition.
It rained last year.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Yeah, because it was
But-
patchy.
Oh yeah, but it stopped raining before the event
I do
started.
remember that, dude. It was a fucking monsoon.
You guys' tent almost flew away.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad
It was
last
so
year.
annoying. Like it was so like inconsistent too. And
But
I
the year
remember
before that was awesome. I don't know if you guys were there.
Yeah, we drove.
We've
that was
gone
the-
ever
we
since
had
gallery.
we were in your booth.
Chris,
Our cars were
Chris
parked.
Nazaro saved someone's life. Like, you remember that part?
At FD?
That Pro Bro down.
Our Pro Bro Down?
Someone
that was my
fainted
fir-
from the heat.
I didn't know Chris
Yeah.
was a nurse.
All of a sudden,
Oh.
you just see Chris out of no. He's fucking
I-
gets out,
I
runs
didn't
off. I
know
was
he
like,
was
"Whoa,
in
what the fuck?"
Probably the fastest you'll ever see him.
Bro, I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he comes back. He's like, "It's all good." I'm like, "Who are you right
ain't
now?"
much, but it's honest work.
Yeah, literally. I was like, "Who the fuck are you
That
right
was
now?"
when Josh scuffed his S15 bumper.
Was it?
Remember? Yeah, in the picnic table. Remember we had the booth lined
Oh, I
up.
had the dog in the car and he was going berserk on people, and I'm like trying to push him away, and I just like rear-ended a table.
Yeah, there was your booth, mine and Josh's cars, and then our booth.
Was that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh, that was my question. Are we doing vinyl?
Eventually,
Okay.
Working
easy
on
there,
It.
Ghost Rider.
What's Ghost Rider?
It goes back to what you said. It's like either we did the vinyl early and then the car's a beer can by Final Battle, and then we got to do it again, or
No,
just
fuck it. Leave the
save
broken
it.
vinyl on there.
Who are you?
That doesn't sound like you.
I always
Yeah,
feel that
right.
way with
Dude,
their
this guy's
cars.
hungry as fuck.
But the thing is,
If I was the one doing it, I would build the cars at the beginning of the year, put the vinyl on it, and I
But-
would rock it and just
but
band-aid it the
final
entire
bout is
fucking
at the
time.
end of the year, and a lot of the points come from the car show
You know.
aspect of it. So if you really want to win,
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't give a fuck, but I understand.
Get the
But that-
fuck out of here! No, yes, you would.
Mr.
wait, don't you have
Third
another?
place-
Wait, hold
third
on,
place
hold on.
final
Don't,
battle.
don't you have another hatch somewhere?
One at a time.
Don't you have another hatch somewhere?
What do you mean, like a
Do
car?
you not have another S13 hatch somewhere?
Yeah.
Were you not?
And why is that there?
Were you
it's
not
clean.
painting
Oh, okay.
Jesse's car the morning you were supposed to leave for Final Bout?
That wasn't
Don't
my
take it
car,
serious.
though.
Hold on, time out, dude.
No, I painted my car too. That
Can we
time.
take the camera out in there?
This guy fucking.
You're redoing a whole entire engine bay back to stock spec.
Yeah,
You're
but
out of your mind. No, that's it. That's done. No more talking.
Yeah, I don't really care though.
I don't care. I just spent $15,000 to make my car
for
stock
you, it's
again.
good. Who said
The
that?
rust under my carpet's really bothering me.
Okay.
Not the right.
Anyway, what I would do was, I'd build a car in the beginning of the year before drifting starts because you have an off season here.
There's
then-
no such thing as an off season anymore. That's how long you've been out of drifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to
All year-
Alabama in our off season. I blew my motor up in the off season.
all year round. Drifting does not
that.
stop.
Dude, let's do this, Frankie. Come on,
Drifting's
bro.
nuts.
I would have an
If
off
anything, it's
season.
more expensive in the winter now because now we're traveling.
You got to bring it somewhere. Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah, this,
I would have an off season because fuck all that.
No,
Nope.
dude.
when you're hooked, come on. You gotta fucking scratch the itch, man.
Come on.
The biggest issue is if there is an off season and you down the car, it never comes back to life.
Then you're just a winter driver.
Then you just have no car. Once you down it and you pull the motor, it's not.
Yeah, but you
going-
don't have to do that.
Your car sits
That's usually what happens, right? You refresh your car, like that's.
I don't know.
That's
You
like
can
what I
go
would say an
drifting.
off
You can
season
go
is.
drifting basically every weekend for the entire year, all across the country.
You're the one who said that. It was your pod where you said that, and I was like, damn, he was kind of right. You can literally go
You
anywhere.
can literally go to any state,
Cali has
any
like,
month,
winter
any
jam,
week.
right?
I miss.
Yeah.
I miss
California has
Hooked
no off
Frankie.
season.
Homie was saying that
Remember
there's
when-
not anything going.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever coming back.
Josh,
Tom.
you remember Frankie that got rod knock on Route 17 on the way home, and then him and Justin were like
Power washing a block in the grass.
What?
Yeah. Yo, this man had an SR20
We had
turnaround
to-
time faster than me
We had to fucking put an engine together because I needed my car to run. So
to drive to work or something, right?
no,
Or
no, we were doing like, I don't know if it was an event or if it was that fucking Christmas video.
Probably Christmas video.
Probably the
Sounds
Christmas
about right.
video.
Yeah,
And,
there's
uh,
off season. I don't like driving in the winter. Christmas video.
Oh, we definitely. If the cars are alive, we're driving them. But as far as paint and fixing the body work, that was happening in like January, February.
Yeah, I'm doing mine in August.
Yeah, I
It
would
makes
not
the
wanna
most
do that.
sense to
Well,
just
mid-season.
I
do
might
it.
not even drive Grid Life because of it. I'm like afraid I'm gonna paint my car before Grid Life and then go and fucking tank it the week before final bout.
Yeah, I might scrape a leaf like last time and take the whole back.
I
half
don't
of
know.
my
I mean,
car.
there's livery on the car, so who cares? I don't know. That's how I feel.
I don't know. Our
If it's a
cars-
car like mine
like
where it's just like a
slapping
couple
lipstick
stickers
on
and
a
you
pig.
see everything, then I could understand a little bit more. But the vinyl covers so much fucking shit.
It does, but not up close. When they do the judging for final bout, it's not like, oh, like the camera won't catch this. It's like, oh, I fucking
Well,
see
here.
that this thing's smashed.
I'm a judge, and if I saw your car and it was broken, but it looked like that, I would give it a 10.
yeah.
God damn it,
See, then
Frankie.
is that really fair to
Yeah,
everybody
that's what
else?
I'm saying.
Everybody
If
else
the car
is
looks
trying-
good, yeah.
But it
But
shows
it's-
the car's driving. Though.
Yeah, if the
That's
car
what-
looks
that's what
good
Martino-
overall, it's going to win no matter what.
I don't know.
But somebody who,
that,
like-
I feel like that defeats the aspect.
I'm
of
gonna
what
be
that
real.
is.
No,
I'm-
because
I'm
I-
poor. I'm just whenever I get money to do it, I'm doing it.
But that's what I mean.
There you go.
I'm not going to be a judge and stand there and be like, oh, well, you couldn't repaint your entire fucking car before the event? You fucking
pulled up to
loser.
final bout with a dinged up door.
Yeah, like,
like-
I would.
Maybe like, all right, to an extent. though.
I've done it. We've all done it, but I don't want to, as a judge, I don't want the judge to expect the cars to be in mint condition. That's
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous.
I pulled up the final bout this past year by myself. And the first day, people were walking around. Some kid was like, I guess you don't meet your heroes in person, huh? He said this the other day. My bumper was in like 50 pieces, like glued back together and stuff. I
yeah,
was
that's
like,
what drifting looks like in real life
I was
instead
like,
of YouTube.
Damn, this kid fucking got me. He was like some like 18-year-old kid. He was like, damn, I guess you don't meet your heroes in person. I was
That's
like,
fucking hilarious.
first of all, why am I your hero, kid? And second of all,
No, but really, drifting's not pretty when you
No.
see it in person. Everything's broken, dude.
But I feel
It
like that's what
sucks.
makes Final Bout different though, because it.
I guess people
It
have
is
different-
kinda pretty.
People have different views about it. I
it just
guess.
sucks because you paint that car and you'll crash that first day.
Here's-
and then you won't crash for
here's-
2 months.
When I go to Final Bout, this is what I want to see. I want to see Ilya pull up in his busted ass RX-7,
whoa,
but it still looks good. But all the body panels are broken. Like to me, I'm like, that's cool.
Because it thrashes. I
Yeah.
get that.
Instead of seeing me pull up in my mint 240
That
with
you do
no
every
damage
year?
on it, and I'm
Different
like,
So if
shades of
you
green
show up
every
in
year.
that Mint 240, I want to see you crash it.
me and Ilya crashed that day, so it was fine.
Sick.
So do we.
Oh, you were in that line? Yeah, was it me, you, and
Yeah. But remember Grange when you pulled up with a freshly painted car, you
Yeah.
like dirt dropped and like cracked the side skirt and had a
hated it.
mental breakdown.
There
You
you
went
go.
home.
There's another
You left
example.
everyone.
don't care. You just said you
cracked
hated
the
it.
side skirt, dude.
No, but there's a perfect example
Yo,
of why
I'm
not to
just-
do that.
How about this? Just gonna manifest this now. We should do like an all-star, like SR All-Stars event at fucking Grange.
At Grange,
Yeah, why not?
distance.
See some. Yeah, we could see some good driving on a sick track with sick engines.
Make it hard to get there, so then whoever really wants to go.
You
Yeah.
can definitely rent it out for like $4. So
Well,
that's
that's,
good.
yeah, offsets the transportation
yeah.
costs.
Yeah,
We had a great time there, and you were having
was
having
fun.
a blast. You almost got hit a couple
I just
times.
love the West. I love California. I love all that stuff.
but at the
Liberal.
same, yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a fun
Big
time.
liberal guy over here. No.
Fuck it, man. I'm liberal. I'm moving to California. No, it's just, I love the weather. I hate the government.
I like
but
the
love
drive in.
The
That was fun.
weather, the everything, dude.
Driving
It's
through the
just-
desert is sick. I don't know which
Yeah.
way you guys went.
I feel like there's
Oh,
only
we-
one
On
way.
the way there, no driving. There.
Yeah.
You could go down. or
That's
you
what we
could go,
did.
Like through Nevada.
I was
like,
never gonna go on 80. We
Yeah,
went
no.
down through like Texas and everything, Arizona. Yeah, it was the best. That was the best trip of my life, for sure. Followed by that motorcycle trip in Arizona. That was sick.
I want to do that too one day.
Drifting and traveling is so sick.
Yeah, dude, it definitely is.
It's more than it's honestly more than just the driving for me. I think just the whole experience, the antics, and all the
Yeah.
shit that happens in between is.
Losing 20 gallons of ATF on the way.
Okay.
I have a new drift trip like thing that I started doing.
Okay.
You have to go to a strip club in all the weird towns. If you don't go, yo, there's a.
Oh
weird,
yeah, I heard about you going to
I
somewhere.
brought Jake to some.
Yes.
Yo, that
Okay.
was
How was that?
weird.
That
Yeah, it was me
Which
and
town was
Mike
that
from
one?
One Motion. That was the Alabama trip. That was
okay.
Alabama's not as weird as I thought it would be.
Alabama's
to be honest.
better than
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, certain parts of
I
Pennsylvania.
want to drive mid pond really bad.
Alabama is a weird
It's
state
good
to
on
drive through
tires.
for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that there. I feel like there wouldn't be a lot of lines you could take. So like if
Your
you're
car
tandeming
would-
with someone,
Your
car would
current
be
car-
fine.
Obliterated. Obliterated.
I would love it. Maybe not love it.
Could you
It's
ever?
weird because
Didn't
all the
Darryl
cars are
drive
like
there?
very low, like stylish cars.
That's why.
And all of them are just obliterated in 10 minutes, like just so fast.
Okay. So
Tom loves
I'm
it.
surprised Tom didn't end up in the lake.
You can't. I don't think it's possible.
It's
I don't think
impossible.
I think
Okay.
I drove pretty good at that.
You guys look like
I
you
got
had so
beats
much
pretty
fun
far.
over
Like
there.
if Tom ended up in the pond and you just see his car in there and he's like, "Yo," like waving for the fucking
I got beat
truck.
so far on the entry.
On
I gotta
the
go.
back.
I gotta see this
Yo, I didn't
track.
get towed out once. There was one point I had one of those.
Mike, you have the headphones on. Come on now.
I didn't get towed out once. There was one point I had like one of the stay and slow kids in the car, and I flew off track, like flew off track. And he's like, "Oh, you're stuck. We gotta call the car over." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." I put the shit in reverse. I was like, "Vroom, vroom, 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 vroom," and the shit just started making its way out. He's like, "Dude, what the hell?" I was like, "Yeah, raise your car, you fucking idiot." Like your shit can't even drive on pavement.
No,
Oh,
that was a sick trip.
Josh, do you remember watching Greg? When he just went into this dude, Greg, got scared that we were like drifting behind him. Like, I guess like
It's
know,
not
like,
just any Greg.
it's Greg from
Curl.
Curlworks, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like he got scared. I guess he was like, "Oh, I tried to get out of your guys' way." You know what he did?
He goes, I was so intimidated. He said it's so intimidating seeing you guys coming up close. He's like, I just ejected myself off the track.
No, Frank, he drove off track about maybe 100 feet into the woods, made
Like,
a
into
U-turn around a
timeout zone.
tree, and then drove back on the track, and then just got back on and continued drifting.
Oh my god, dude.
Like as far as like how far he went, we were like over here and like where you park the cars across the street, take photos. Like that's where he put his car.
And
Like
then just made a U-turn and
beats-
get back on track.
Jesus, what kind of car does he drive?
An
Is it
S13.
coupe?
Is
Yeah,
it
coupe.
is it low or is it not?
No, it's
no,
low.
it's like, hey, yeah,
VSKFs SR
it's cool.
Was it able to take the off-road adventure?
Yeah,
Yeah, it did.
somehow.
made a U-turn, everything.
I don't think that part was muddy. So that I didn't realize that in this little group chat that they made, they kept calling it Mud Pond, and we learned real fast why it's called Mud
Oh.
Pond
Okay.
because it just always happens to rain and the water just never fucking dries up.
Oh, so is,
So
it,
the
is it
second-
like
Yo.
E-Town when it's wet and just mud all over the cars and
Mud.
way worse?
It's yeah, anything but like
Okay.
I feel-
E-Town is like a 1 out of 10 compared to this shit.
Yeah.
Everyone was hosing their cars off every time you'd come back off track, everyone's like re-washing their car, blowing all this shit, and
Mud
all the
everywhere.
mud is just caking like into the center of the parking lot.
Yo,
God, dude.
one thing that I do feel bad about saying, but I was very happy to see. So throughout the track, say the track goes like this, in the center of where the grass is in between the pavement is ditches, water runoffs.
Okay.
When we were doing the track walk, I was like, I really hope I fucking see a car in one of those. And that kid Connor, like the last 5 minutes we were there, just like flew off track.
Oh, he was just,
and
like,
his car
endo.
went into the ditch.
Oh my god.
Tom.
Picture like
No, he took pictures with it. He loved it. He was
Okay.
hysterical.
You're saying
He
on
wasn't
top.
upset.
All right. The way
picture
it was.
the ratchetness of low style heroes, but like on an actual track.
That's what I.
Yeah.
God,
Yo.
fuck. That sounds so
Frankie.
fun.
But when I say ditches, like say the pavement's
Yeah,
here,
it sounds pretty bad.
like the pavement's here, in between it was literally like this high of a ditch, like a U pipe. It was a pipe for the water to run out.
I gotta see this shit.
You should come.
Oh,
Yeah. Are you
it's
guys gonna
worth
go back
it.
to that one?
I would love to go back.
Can we set? Let's try to set something.
I know
There-
Carl definitely wants to go to
Yeah,
that.
there's an
Yo.
October one, but we might be in Japan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, is that happening?
probably.
Hell yeah.
There's another part of that track. Remember the
When Yusuf comes, we'll lock shit down. We'll talk business.
Frankie, you coming? You driving?
Might.
You driving?
He said he wants to come.
8.6?
Might come to Japan, just hang out.
No, they're not FRSs. They're 8.6s there.
I can drive my 180 that I forget about that I have every single time.
Oh yeah, you have a car over there.
Yeah.
Is
Let's
that
see.
so like everything's good with that thing?
I mean, it's a part. The
How do you
engine was
how do you buy a car? You just leave it somewhere.
the engine's blown up.
You're doing the same thing right now. 2 cars.
No, but I can see it.
That's true.
My
yeah.
car actually kind of looks like yours. Like Jimmy 8 sent me
So
pictures.
it
Like,
needs some work.
yeah, I mean, all the parts are brand new. Just hey, the engine needs to be reassembled.
So they charge you for that or whatever? Or?
I don't even know what's going on right
Okay.
now. He's just like
Yeah.
busy with the FRS.
I'm just
shit,
trying
so-
to figure out how the shit works. But I feel like Japan's just a magical land. You just buy cars and leave them on the side of the track, and yeah. And someone said they were like $50. So, yeah, just $50 a month.
I don't think it's
I'm like,
definitely.
50
I don't think
bucks
it's
a
that
think
much
it's
more.
more.
It's got to be more now with
Yeah,
the
dude.
demand and shit. That changes over
I
time.
think when we had the S15, they wanted to charge like 125, 150 to like
a month.
leave it on the side of a fucking hill. Yeah.
That's a different part of Japan. I don't know. Doesn't things change?
And then that earthquake comes, and the car's gone. It was on the
I
hill.
can't
We-
wait
Worst
to go
case.
back.
That's like worst case.
yeah,
scenario.
that shit was on the hill, but
We could go to
it's in the ravine
Bihoku,
now.
We could go to Mahon. We could go to
Sportsland.
TKL.
Sportsland
There's a bunch of
Yamanashi.
shit.
what's your plan? Like, do you have a plan yet?
If that, I want to go hit everything.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I want to hit up Juicy Platters right now.
What's that? What
Did we
kind
get
of
pa-
food is that?
Did we
We'll
get?
find out.
I want to go home.
You can go home.
What time? What kind of food is it though?
It's chicken and rice.
Oh, we're going. Yo, what
Um,
kind of questions we got?
yeah,
Let's
let me
let them
see.
rip real quick.
Just
These are
like
the
your ass.
Fastest questions you ever answered in your life.
It's,
Chris,
it never goes that way, Tom, but I'll try.
yeah, sure. Making my back hurt. I got no back support. I've been sitting all day.
I feel like James hasn't said much. He's just been sitting in the corner of his
He's a
class.
quiet guy.
He's in the cut.
Ask him something, Tom.
All right.
When do you plan on driving your car?
Damn.
Good question.
We have this conversation once
I know.
a week.
He goes,
Until the other.
Yeah, not until the
Manifest it
BMW is
into the
done.
public, Yeah.
all right, at least he's got an answer for you.
Rust is off the bucket.
Better
What
than
about
me.
you, Nick?
I don't know whenever parts come. I'm getting a drive.
Nick's
shaft
been
made
chugging
right
a
now.
Whenever Tommy Bahama finishes his car.
I don't know. I got Mr. Drive Shaft working
Yo,
on a
give
drive shaft
All right,
shop
there's
for
a
me.
lot of questions.
No.
Is there a
Alright.
lot of questions?
All right, let's get some questions.
Let's hit the questions.
Who was the first one on Front Street to break at Final Bout 6? I guess who's going to be the first one to break? And we need CSK, Car Shop Karoshi, and Front Street Laps. This is Damien.
Yes.
Obviously,
gonna-
it's going to be Tom.
No, it's always me because
Oh.
final bout, I never make it past competition, and my car sits for the entire weekend.
So that
Final
I've
bout,
only-
I usually burn
my
like
car's
20
only worked
tires.
Super D, and Gallery. I've never made it through a full final bout yet.
So Tom doesn't break at.
No, we're gonna bring spare motor, spare trans, spare rack and pinion.
Spare car.
I'm gonna bring Alex's car
Also,
Quietly.
and Frankie's.
Yeah, you might as well just bring
As
mine.
well.
Spare chassis.
I mean, we could
Bring
just
another
bring. We
shell.
could bring everything but a motor. In reality, we have like
You might as well bring a motor.
arms and shit. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take yours. No
You
problem.
might as well.
Continue. Next
All
question.
right.
Add that to his tab.
And yes, we will get laps together.
Best advice to keep a engine reliable for drifting. KASR Okay, pick one, motherfucker. KASR.
Jay-Z
All right, we all,
oil.
everyone in here got
Hold
SR, so
I could.
We'll
I
go
could
with
answer.
SR. We'll
I
go
could
with
answer
SR.
all of them. KA, stock exhaust. Don't put any exhaust. No air filter. Put a radiator, and that's it. Leave
Okay.
it. What other engines we got?
SR.
Keep it cool.
Yeah.
OEM locking tabs. All your gaskets. All your sensors. Basically everything, but don't open it. Clutch fan.
Jay-Z.
hide your kid.
Nothing. Just they don't break.
Oil.
Nah,
Oil.
an oil cooler is the best way to keep it cool.
Yeah,
Jay-Z
it's
is
If you
just
want to
gonna be
keep
like
it cool
240,
drifting,
but
yeah.
Yeah, just throw a cord in it or something.
RB.
I don't know that one.
Don't know nothing.
All I know is one of those C's that behind Alex's.
Yeah,
garage.
don't leave it outside. You'll get ice in the cylinders. Next question.
If anybody doesn't know, Nick actually owned an RP at one point.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. It was an icy slope. All right, next.
Is Tom short for Thomas or tomorrow?
Yeah, that's never because he's never gonna pay you back. Next.
I can account for that. Yeah, he
I
doesn't.
tried to buy you a fucking clutch before, you piece of shit.
Next
Stop making
question.
me look bad.
Next question. If all the SR20s in the world blew up, what would be the next motor for Front Street?
Hellcat.
I already know Josh.
V8.
Josh gonna
I
say
would,
LS.
I would 100.
V8 guy.
I would take. Me and Josh have thought about the aluminum block.
The talks
V8.
have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about it that day.
Yeah, me and Ethan knew this was gonna happen like 5
An
years ago.
aluminum block.
But it's never
V8,
it's never
yeah,
happened
It's not
yet.
gonna
Oh,
happen.
we know. We know. We're
And
waiting.
but-
Don't worry.
An
Yeah,
aluminum
when someone
block
gives me
V8,
15 grand to get the same motor Nate Hamilton and Brian Hopp have, sure.
15 grand.
Yeah, it
That's
was
for
15
half
grand.
of it.
Two,
Yeah,
two
that's
grand
true.
a lap or whatever.
All right, continue. Next question.
Crazy number. When is the next machine check going to be?
Okay.
All right, we answered this earlier. We are
Soon.
currently in the works, looking for probably mid-July.
Ooh.
Machine
Yeah.
check.
Well,
putting the
That's
date
our
we're
on it.
Buddha. Hi,
trying to
Buddha.
start
To me.
try to start filming.
Well, you
in
did
the next
yours
couple
already,
weeks,
Josh.
Okay.
But
Well,
we'll see.
that's one of the most talked about videos, and we get questions about it all the time.
That shit
Don't
makes
ask me
me
why
feel-
we get
that-
questions
that
about
looks
it.
Yeah,
hood.
why don't you send us the questions?
Well, it's just they just like when's the next machine check? I'm like, that's not even us, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's been a minute. I mean, we had a great time when we did
This
it.
is the
It was.
director, by the way.
yeah, this is yeah. He looks like
Yeah,
the director.
yeah.
We have
Okay,
to
guys.
we have to delete a machine
All right,
check off
guys,
our YouTube though.
It was- yeah.
Wait.
We do have to delete one with
Why?
a red car in it.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm just gonna go in, edit it, blur the entire
the
video,
car out the whole time.
and just like
yeah.
call
Had
it a day.
had a
Yeah,
roster change.
mid-July.
Okay, that's good. Good day to Lexus owners only.
That's me. Fuck you.
Okay.
I had one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he crashed into my fucking truck with it, or my 240.
That did happen.
For Josh and Tom, would you rather drive an SR FRS or a FA20 S13?
Wait, what the fuck did he just ask?
That's kind of a good question.
An FA20, S13. What's an FA20?
Isn't that the
Gonna
Subaru
let-
engine?
I'm gonna let Logic take over. The FA20 won't fit,
Yeah.
so it's got to be an F.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sound like Alex for a second. It's got to be an SR.
Fucking hate you.
Yeah, I'll take the FRS.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
for
the
us is
FRS.
cool though. I fuck with him.
Who is still skateboarding frequently?
No one.
Ugh, actually, I pushed my skateboard to the store the other day.
Okay.
Rebooted.
Literally to just go buy a Coca-Cola. Yeah.
I mean, hey, other things are going on right now. You can't really skateboard. I mean, it's like the same thing with Alex. Like when Alex, you said he like fucking put away drifting for a bit and he started BMXing. He was doing that shit constantly. So it was like you can't do like two.
There's
It's
only
even
so
hard
much
to do
time
the-
in a day. Like,
It's
Yeah.
even hard to work, go to the gym, and then work on your car.
Yeah.
Like even that,
agree.
and the gym that I go to is behind the shop, and sometimes it's hard to go to work on the car, and go to the gym.
Yeah.
One sacrifice.
it's one or the other. For me, it's like gym during the week and then one day a week with the car shit.
Working on the car is a fucking task. It like work if you can want to count that.
Depending, what it is.
what you have to do. Yeah,
You just be
100%.
walking around for forever.
Favorite. Whoa. Favorite? Why can't I say that word today?
Favorite.
Oh, I guess it's the gum. Favorite track in the U.S. for drifting, whether you've driven it or not.
Grange.
Okay.
Grange.
Lame. Anyone else?
I like US Air.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Me too. What
That's
about
number
you?
2.
USA,
Yeah, that's number 2.
I'm not denying.
Grange is just rowdy.
What is that little go kart thing that I always see in a video? Park.
Yeah.
I don't think
always-
that's a thing anymore.
Yeah, that always
Is
looked
it
cool.
not?
I don't think so. I think
It
got
always
shut
looked
down.
cool. I always wanted to go there.
What about where
Yeah, it does
Knuckle
look
Up
cool.
is?
Texas?
In Texas?
It's too
Looks
dry
sick.
over there.
It's, I think it's
There's only
too
two
far
things
and
that
too
come from
small.
Texas.
What's it
Barbecue?
called?
Yeah, whatever. You never seen
like
that
something-
movie?
Speed sports. I don't know.
Sports Park, Speed Sports, yeah, something.
Yeah. I mean, the track does look.
It looks sick.
It
I
looks
just-
fun.
I can't really justify
I'd go.
The far.
travel. I mean,
I'd go.
I definitely want to go.
I'd go anywhere.
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, fuck it.
If somebody pays to transport my car, I'll go.
You heard it here first. They're looking for sponsors. Why not Backstreet?
Because we started drifting on Front Street. If it was Back Street, it probably would be the Backstreet
Boys.
Boys.
Yeah.
Also be a little suspect.
Yeah. How's the apocalypse? Yeah, it's pretty bad out here right now.
Yeah, we're on fire.
Insane.
Yeah, Canadian wildfires are making it look like Blade Runner outside. So
Yeah, it's Martino's fault. All right,
Yeah.
next.
worst crash. This is a great question. Worst crash street drifting.
I've seen a Z bunny hop.
This is my favorite question.
Oh god.
Rob, I think Rob had the worst one.
Yeah.
Cabin.
Oh, that one.
Yo, Skyline into the DMV.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that was pretty.
What?
But I think Rob has the worst one. He backed the S13 into
a
a
pole.
pole and
He had
like
stock seats.
T-boned the whole.
But he drove
Brando,
home
though.
with the fuel tank leaking.
Yeah, he
and
drove
the
it home.
exhaust scratching.
I still have a video of this like on my sidekick. Exhaust dragging the floor, fuel tank dragging,
Oh my
and
God.
the fucking hatch, like the imprint of the
was
pole
inverted.
was like, yeah, he had an inverted hatch. Like the bumper was like almost like where like a rear strut bar
I
would
get
go.
what you're saying. What the fuck?
And then I've seen a 350Z bunny hop like 3 feet.
Steve's car.
Yeah. Hit it from a curb.
Dude,
Like,
Brando's Skyline
At least as
was
high as this
the
car.
worst one I saw.
It wasn't that bad.
Me
though.
crashing at Spirit sucked too. That hurt.
You crashed a Spirit? Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
into like a guardrail, just 75 miles an hour to 0 real fast.
would you rather lose a finger or a toe? Come on now, man.
A toe.
Toe.
So
Who's gonna say finger? Say it.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Just
Toes.
making sure.
Toe and go.
Toe and go. We don't do that here, but toe and go. Not a
did
question.
today.
Did it for Josh's car today. Not a question, but I should have been there. Kid. I was like, wait, who the fuck?
we
It's Kid.
love kids.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love.
Talking about cabin.
Oh,
Cabin moves.
we love kid.
Kid drove straight into a pole. Yo, he's drifting. Oh my god. Yo, he's drifting, and like I don't know, all of us have done it. Like drifting and like there's poles and we drive through it, right? So I assume he's just gonna drive through both poles. And he had plenty of room to stop. Instead, he just drove straight into the pole
on
and
throttle.
ripped it
I
out of the
just
concrete.
finished his car from like 2 weeks before too, like
Frankie.
full engine bay refresh, like gasket
Oh.
reseal.
Throttle.
Yeah. Dum 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 dum.
Just right into it.
Yo,
Like,
Right
head
into
on,
it.
head
Yeah.
on.
Head on.
And feed the whole hood and everything.
Yeah.
why?
Like just right in between the
Like we
eyes.
would usually split like between it, you know, like
Yeah.
you could fit the car through it.
Do you ever feel like a certain way when you bring like people out drifting and you're like, yeah, dude, come with us, we could do it. And then
That
you
was
bring 'em out
literally
and
the
they
kid
fucking,
Steve.
Like, total
That
their
was
shit.
literally the kid Steve. He was
Oh,
watching me drift
Steve's
the G.
like, oh yeah, I'll faint.
He was watching me drift the G, and he's like, I got this, and bunny hopped his Z, and I was like, that was nuts.
No
But yeah,
cap,
we're
it was
definitely a bad
crazy.
influence.
Yeah. No, I mean those stories are the coolest ones, but the pole one is a little. I got to talk to him about that when I see him. Like, what? Maybe he was just looking that way.
I probably have a video of him on.
We
I'm
do
trying to
because
find
then
a
they
photo of it.
Eric fucking
I feel like there's
yeah.
many.
made the spoof.
There was always so many videos where it's like I get sent the video by someone and they're like, don't post this. And I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
someone's
usually
just
me.
fucking their shit up so bad, and I'm just like, God damn.
Like the Miata crashing into Planet Fitness in that same fucking.
Oh
lot.
yeah. Oh,
It's a bad lot.
Yeah, it is a bad lot. What
The problem is like people that don't drive it ever because it's
The
slick.
ground
like,
is slick.
it's super
I almost
slick.
totaled S15 in there too before
Like-
we left for
Oh,
Mayhem.
no.
You could drive like third easy, fourth. You could click into fourth in that parking lot just
Yeah.
because of the surface.
I broke a transmission there.
Yeah.
I cap and moves and the cop pulled up.
And what happened?
I was just sitting there and they're like, oh, they started yelling. I'm like, bro, I was like, you drive this car 2 feet, you can arrest me. This shit's broken.
Yeah.
Waiting for a tow truck.
Oh man, I gotta go to.
How'd
no
I
cap
break
and
the
moves.
transmission there?
You think that no cap and moves will happen this year?
No,
Too
it
hot,
only
too
happened.
I think that's as
I
much
mean,
as I would
not
lo-
like an open invite one.
No.
as much
Too
as I would
hot, too
love
hot.
to do something like that again. I think
Yeah.
I think
We're
this
all
might
too
be-
We're
grown
gonna
up.
call it South Shore
It
Drift
only,
School.
yeah,
I feel like we got away with like
yeah,
murder with that.
Yeah.
Like we had I don't know 30, 40 people there.
We were
like,
drifting
rolling
every night
deep.
during the pandemic.
Yeah.
We were drifting every night.
Like,
Seriously,
every
every
single
night.
night.
And I probably haven't done that since I was probably like 17 years
Yeah.
old.
Sick, though.
It was
to
it
be
was a
able to
good
do that-
time.
yeah,
that was
we
like
were-
the best. I think in the last couple of years, that's been like the best year.
COVID-19 best
just-
time.
The whole
Yeah.
point of Cap and Moves was because everybody in our group chat was gonna have their car done for opening moves.
Yeah.
And no one
So
did.
all of us were like, "Yo, fuck this!
So if
Let's
you're
call these
about it, you're
motherfuckers
really
out."
I mean,
Yeah.
we,
Yeah.
we were already drifting.
No,
Yeah.
but we made it.
Yeah, no,
we-
it wasn't about me.
no,
it was about
yeah.
Everyone else that
Yeah.
was-
Yeah, but we made it. The
was like
date
an
of Cap and
ultimatum.
Moves was the date of Club Loose's opening moves, but it got canceled.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. I
Like a
remember.
Front Street.
Well, everything got canceled.
Front Street ultimatum.
Yeah,
slash
I remember.
Open tryouts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, open
and
tryouts.
then like
tryouts.
I was trying to live stream that, and then we won't
Unfortunate
say his name
events.
with a B crashes right away.
I already said it, but
In-
yeah.
into
And I was just like, "Yep,
the building.
gotta go, guys." Like, burn, like,
Was that the end of No Cap Moves?
no,
we-
that was the beginning.
Then we
we
drove.
were there for like 4 hours.
We were there till
just
like 3,
drift-
4 a.m.
Yeah.
Just drifts right into a
To the
fucking
point that me and Tom,
structural part of the building. That's the kickoff.
the cops never came until the very end. Me and Tom are sitting in the parking lot,
Just
like
chilling.
ready to leave.
That's how I feel like it always goes.
They're like, "What are you doing here?" We're like, "Nothing. My transmission broke. We're just waiting for the tow truck."
yeah.
like
How
you
did
wa-
it break? Yeah. I was just getting donuts. Or
I entered 4th gear from that back parking lot into this parking lot.
Yeah.
Pretty sick. You guys
I
I
want
was
to see
just
a
getting my
video?
registration and then.
I have more seat time in that parking lot than some tracks.
Yeah. I hit a curb there. I jumped a curb.
I remember. I remember that video.
Oh,
Were you
so
following?
can actually jump that curb. It's
Yeah.
an actual jump. This
Now,
parking lot's got
our
like,
cars
you
are so
jump
low.
in it.
That's cool. I think I drifted that lot one time with you guys, but it wasn't serious.
I don't think so.
I think probably like.
That was
in-
last-
maybe
no,
I was just
you
with
drifted
you guys?
lows, I think.
Yeah,
No, it was that lot. I was there, but I don't know if I was.
It might have been Cap and Moves. You were there.
No, I wasn't.
We
No, it
didn't
wasn't
take it
there.
I know I
serious
wasn't.
there until like the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like
Pandemic, we have full lineup. Of
yeah, we had a full setup of the way
We had flaggers. We were like, yeah,
was-
it's
it was
outside
drift
window
zombies.
3. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
When we broke my diff in there, there's just a video of me like doing donuts around Josh. Like, we like finished the Sylvia. Remember we brought the Sylvia there, and me and you were just like drifting there for like hours, like breaking the car in.
Yeah.
We were doing bad. We were bad boys.
Were you
They blew
following
up a
someone when you hit
14
the
in
curb?
there too. one
Yes,
time.
Alex drove me straight into the curb.
Yeah, like, he was driving. You're following him, and then
Like,
you didn't
door to
realize
door,
like
yeah.
his shit was
And going into the
I
curb.
was in Tom's passenger seat, and he had fake Takata harnesses. His body's the only thing that saved me from getting ejected out of the car.
Oh, you were so.
I was
The
so
harness
mad.
blew off of me, and I remember my body just like trying to jump out like this, and his body
Mind
like
you,
saved me.
I'm like young at the time too, and like me and Alex get along very well now. Like we're very good friends. But back then we'd always go head to head and like kind of be a little mad at
Frenemies.
each other.
Yeah.
But like, I got out of the car and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I just stared at him in the eyes and just turned around and just punched my quarter glass window out,
Blew it out.
blew it out. Like, cause I didn't hit him.
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like mad. You know.
I got that on video too.
But let that be a little safety
I know.
advisory.
I seen that video. Yeah.
Don't cheap out on safety equipment.
Yeah,
Get
buy it
real
from Faction
harness.
Motorsports.
There you go. Get real
Yeah.
harnesses.
We got harnesses up there.
got him in stock?
Yeah, we do. Cusco ones,
Where?
right there.
Shit, they got mad Cusco.
Those are the best ones, honestly.
Thoughts on the Australian drift scene and when the fuck you coming down under?
Honestly, there was talk that we might go in October, but that's when we're going to Japan. So.
Yeah. So apparently, I was like talking to this kid a couple weeks ago, like about mid-mount manifold shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He was like, "Dude, like, come out to the LZ event in Australia. I'll let you drive my car." And I was like, "All right."
It would be
let
cool to
me-
go to Australia.
Let me see if I could finagle some shit. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's more than double the price for tickets than going to Japan.
Really?
Yeah. And that kind of like
Yeah, fuck
threw me
that.
off. But
That shit is far, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so.
it's-
I think we'll
like
eventually
far.
go. But
Down under.
we're gonna
yeah, I
take
want to
the-
go to.
we're gonna
I want to go to
eventually
that
go.
track. Wherever they have like halfway hangs or whatever.
Yes.
That track is, if I could drive it, that would probably be my all-time favorite track.
Going back to street drifting, PJ just texted me and he said, "Remember the night you
Yeah.
met up with all of us?
Yeah, I think that's the night I'm thinking.
we
of.
took you street drifting on Staten Island, but you came to hang out with PJ. But like, remember you drove your car out?
And
No.
that same person would have be blew his transmission just driving, cruising.
Yeah, I drove out
Who
to.
blew the
I met you
transmission?
guys at like the mall or some shit. I don't
Mr.
remember
B.
why.
With the skyline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
but did
like
we go
him.
to that spot that night?
I don't know.
I feel like we did. That's what I remember.
Remember we went to Dave and Buster's? You met us on
Yes,
the
I
roof
met
of
you
Dave and
there.
Buster's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the rooftop of like the.
Nah, dude, we went to that spot that night.
Might have. Probably. Yeah.
I know we went drifting that night. 'Cause we were
Yeah.
at the
I,
gas
didn't have,
station.
I don't think I had my car.
airing tires up and shit and doing all that.
Yeah, at the gas station.
Yeah.
You met us at Country Donuts.
Okay, that's what it was. How many times has Tom ran his truck out of gas?
Not me personally.
A lot. 'Cause he always calls me, yo, where you at? And I have to go and help
Or
him.
Alex.
It happened after
Is it
that.
because the gas gauge is broke?
I don't have that.
He's
truck
cheap.
After
I know,
that,
but was that why?
Gauge was broke. Yeah. At quarter,
Okay.
quarter tank, you should fill it.
Yeah.
after that trip, he
Yeah, you
broke
just
down like
blame
3
me.
times
It
on
was
Staten
your
Island.
fault.
Yeah, I heard.
You let
yeah.
it go so bad.
No,
that
but
the
your
low
gas
fuel-
gauge was broken.
I've never seen the low fuel light.
Yeah, mine doesn't come on
it-
either.
he-
Mine comes on when
this-
the light is about to. When
this
the thing's
man
about to
let
hit
the
it.
low
Comes on
fuel light
every
came
3
on.
days.
I just drive straight up on the light.
You were. You
I
just
probably
said
have the light on right now.
James
in the Jeep.
requires a
This
a
kid
co-pilot.
said. This kid
That-
said, "I
James is
only
not
got paid
joking
to
either.
drive,
This kid
not get
drifts
gas."
with less than a quarter tank of gas every event,
And
and
you
it never breaks up.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
You get a lightweight car.
You
like
got a-
that.
you got a-
that's how the car's fast. I think we might have solved the T25 answer.
Yeah, yeah, because it's always running on fumes. At least that just means you got the baffling still in the tank.
Lean is mean.
Yeah, none of us do. So this shit,
Car's so lean that it's just fast.
I do think it's lean.
he got his cam angle sensor and upside down.
Big backies at Pro Bro. Oh shit! Don't ask me.
Maybe.
I
I'll
hate
crash
reading these
into
names.
Josh. Why not?
Benji, cool. I don't.
You gotta stop pronouncing the names
I
on this thing.
hate
Just-
saying
You
it.
should be able to
don't
get
do
your
it.
phone
Yeah,
on like your screen. Actually, no.
we
you
can
shouldn't
easily do
You
that, but
shouldn't
that
do
requires
though.
Malcolm to do something. So
I feel like Malcolm and you guys are just having a bad time over there.
Who?
You?
I still gotta
Malcolm-
read through the questions and make sure there's no bad stuff in here or anything like
Malcolm
that.
always looks like.
Why is there a
he's-
lot more
he's had it.
questions?
There's a few, dude. That's why I'm like, should we
Alright.
filter it? I'm
Let 'em-
starving.
Let him.
No, let's
Let
keep
him
going.
ring.
Let
No,
him-
yeah, we
let's
don't
keep-
have to.
keep
We don't
going.
have to read all. of
No,
them.
no, no.
Read
Read
all
all
the
of them.
questions.
Read
All
all
of
of
them.
them.
All
All
of them.
right, Tom.
You've read every
No,
single
no, no,
one
don't
so
read all of
far.
them. Stop.
You've read every
skip that
single
one.
one so
Skip
far.
that one.
I'm not answering it. Whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you read
Oh,
Nico's?
no.
Nico's is funny.
What's your diff/transmission count?
Oh, that's not that bad of a question. A lot. I can't fucking count.
drive
He goes, I
train?
Is
can't
it,
count that
Tom,
high.
is it more than your body count?
Yes.
Holy
Yes, definitely.
So like, damn, I don't need to ask any more questions. That's crazy. Why does Tom look so damn good? There you go. Follow up question.
You might even out the ratio a little bit.
I'll tell you why. Tattoos and he's tall. Moving on.
I don't have a long, luscious hair like Frankie.
Yeah, but you don't need that, man. If you're tall and you got tattoos, that's it. Question for everyone: What are your guys' favorite music/bands, artist groups? What kind of music are you into?
Chief Keef, Bobby Shmurda.
I agree with Josh.
No, Tom, you got to answer. For real.
Dipset.
Dipset. Okay. That's good. I want to hear
Anything
James
from
and
New
Tom.
York.
I just listen to a lot of hardcore punk and a lot of country.
Yeah, that was a joke.
No, swear to God,
Country all day.
all day. Yeah,
day.
it
Yeah,
calms
every
me,
day.
It calms me
If
down.
I start welding, he's like, "We gotta put fucking country music
Yo,
on."
What kind of country
He's like,
music?
"This is how you have
old
weld."
like highwayman shit, new stuff, whatever. I put like when I'm at work and welding, I put my ear pods in. I'm
Malcolm's
listening.
into this.
I'm listening to country all day at work. I swear to God.
What's up?
I said I leave the shop and this is what happens.
Yeah, it sounds that way. So what do you listen
Gonna
to,
have a
James?
don't tread on me.
What do you listen to when you're not at the shop?
James loves country.
Kenny Chesney. That's it.
Okay.
That's my only
Nick,
answer.
what do you listen to?
I listen to mostly hip hop and rap.
Ice Spice.
Honestly, yo, Ice Spice is kind of catchy, you know. If she's listening, yo, what's good, ma? No, I don't know. Let's see. It always like changes. I do listen to like new rap music, but like,
Yeah, you guys
What do we-
prefer. Oh, I know Josh prefers.
oh, I like
older stuff.
Moneybag Yo, Rowdy
yeah,
Rebel.
Moneybag Yo.
Young Dolph.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Who else? Oh, yo, I started listening to Papoose again recently. Yo, if you listen to Papoose, he's very upset guy.
He's always angry.
Yeah, yo, he's mad upset.
very-
Yo,
he's very
someone slide in
conflicted.
his DMs, tell him you love him or something, because his mom doing or something. I don't know. He's just fucking guy's always trying.
Who is that guy?
Papoose?
Yeah.
Probably one of the better
The
freestyle
best
rappers.
freestyle, probably the best freestyle rapper there is, but nobody knows about him.
Oh, why?
Because you
He's
can't
angry.
you can't put his music on the radio.
Oh, okay. I feel like that probably cuts out a lot of.
Money.
He's just
Different
always
kinda-
mad.
Well, yeah, obviously that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but certain rappers and shit, they probably just don't even get that famous because their shit is too fucking real and you can't put it on the radio.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
stuff.
well, that's where Bobby Shmurda fucked up.
Yeah, he got arrested.
Snitched on himself.
Whoops.
Yeah, snitched on himself.
Yeah. All right. How is Tom's car so damn fast?
It's not.
Don't blow his
not
head
at
up.
all.
We'll never hear the end of this shit.
Yeah,
It's
you guys got to
slow.
stop blowing Tom's head up.
Who said that? Jake? Kid
no.
thinks my car's fast because it makes 200 horsepower.
All the numbers are made up that Tom said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
They
they
have a
see
whole
it.
podcast on that.
They
What-
see it with their eyes.
what's
They
the-
see me run away.
What's the go-to song when you go to drive your car? Another good
I
question.
do not listen to music.
I used
anymore.
to
All
be
right.
a big music guy in my car. I do not listen to music at all. It does not let you concentrate.
Okay.
I like listening to the rattles on the creeks.
Okay.
I usually put like Chief Keef on
There
and
you
some
go.
shit.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I can't concentrate with music anymore.
Alex just said we getting food. Let me answer him real quick. Next question is, what color is Smurf? What color is Smurf's pussy? Pink or blue?
I think pink, 100%. Pink. Pink, yeah, pink.
Okay. You've heard it here first. Would you rather go down on your... Okay.
Nah, you gotta.
Yeah, you just gotta.
You
Don't
gotta
look at
ask
me.
it. That's the one I was talking about.
That's
What?
a Nick question.
What is it?
That's
There's
what I
a
was talking
Nick
about.
question.
What's
You
the
ready?
question?
Okay.
Oh, God.
bring philosophy.
Would you rather go down on your grandmother or have your grandfather go down on you?
Oh, that's a full 180.
That's crazy.
So answer it.
Both of them are dead, so fuck you.
Damn, if you really need to answer that.
Yeah.
Well, if your grandfather sucks your dick, you're gay. Right? But if you go down on your grandmother, you a G, right? I guess.
Next question, please. Go next.
All right, let's get out of here.
That shit is
Canceled.
Broccoli head takeover. What?
Yeah, broccoli.
You know,
You
this
know
shit?
about the broccoli heads?
broccoli
Yeah, we know
TikTok
about the
kids?
broccoli
Okay, I'm
heads.
just gonna read this, and you guys
We'll
hopefully
see if I
understand
know what
it.
he's talking about.
Broccoli head takeover kid with a flame tune versus Tom, who blows a Nissan engine first.
Broccoli. all
Broccoli,
day.
because he got a Hemi. Broccoli got the Hemi.
No, he got the G35.
Oh,
Nah.
Oh, I
That
got
question, he said I
Guido,
blew the
like,
motor
slipped back.
first. How can I win if my motor's blown up?
Well, now I get the question. Broccoli head. You make those haircuts all kids
Yeah,
have?
that's the one I posted on my story. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a fucking bird.
The
Okay.
Tin Talkers.
Yeah, it's weird. They all come in with that hair.
Or like BMW owner, I feel like that F
Like
the
M4.
new yeah.
All right, next.
I don't know what this one is. Y'all are y'all into New York hardcore? If so, top bands.
That's a
Tom.
Tom
Yeah,
question.
Combust is my
just
favorite
next
band.
question, please.
And then
said combust.
and then
Next question.
Combust
please. Just
is
keep it
really
going.
good.
No, Tom. I want to hear at least two of them.
Oh God.
Damn, you got into father mode real quick.
Because
huh?
it's bullshit. I want to hear it.
Jesus Christ.
This person
I love
obviously knows
Combust.
Yeah.
that Tom listens to it and he wants to
Combust
know.
and
I just
Engines.
gotta give you two bands.
Yeah, two bands.
No. Nah, King 9 Indecision.
Okay.
That's it. Keep
Cool.
going. That's easy.
If you guys build an E36 drift car, how would it
Nope.
be?
Nope.
And
No.
how would it
we
look?
got one of those already.
Be nice.
James.
I would do a Storal Blue
Okay.
M3 like
No
style.
BMW.
Yeah. DTM wing.
Okay.
It needs to be
yeah.
OEM Aero and no BN sports stickers on the side or whatever cringy.
got an E36.
I kind of like Chris's car. I mean, I know you
Chris
probably
is
don't
like the
flares,
only.
but I kind of
Yeah, we can get past that.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty
It's
cool to be
different.
honest.
But
I
this
love
Chris. Good
E36,
question.
it's got to be like the stock, like M3, like Aero, like
I love
Yeah.
the
Chris.
wing is cool.
Yeah.
The rig
Maybe
is
like
cool.
a more aggressive M would probably look cool. Like how, what is that?
Tom.
Next question. I'm hungry.
GTR body kit?
No, one that that's like
How did Jimmy Oaks end up on the final bout team? Was it planned or did y'all just wing it? This is a great question.
It was planned. For a
It was
year.
rigged.
It was rigged.
Shit
yeah.
was rigged.
No, it
No,
was
but I
planned
mean,
for like a year. I mean, we met Jimmy a long time ago and like clicked with him instantly.
I've known Jimmy since like we were doing like the Lock City Street Series stuff, and
Yeah.
we've always just been at the same events. Like, you know,
I feel like
missions
we've
kinda
always.
like the same driving wise.
Mhm.
We click, we vibe.
That's what I say. I feel like we've
He's
always
just
been on
been
the same
around.
level with him too. Like we have like the same thoughts on everything and like
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
he's always
He
It's
fits
how
in very
Jeff
well.
came onto the team
Yeah.
too. Like we were just always together, like in the same place, and we're always driving together. You know, kind of just
yeah.
mathematically
and his
makes
car
sense.
style is pretty good too.
yeah, it's same as ours. Like he was like talked to us originally before he raised his car and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and his
Like
car's
he was
still
super
kinda
hyped
low.
on Donkey.
When he brought it here for the alignment, he's like, "Yeah, I was gonna lower the front." I was like, "Well, when Josh gets here in 20 minutes, he's gonna tell you to raise everything." So,
And then you did
Nah,
raise
car looked
everything.
good.
and he came here and he was like, "I mean, I would raise the rear or like something, one of the front or the rear."
Said the car drives
it looked
amazing.
good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that was the last question. So,
Okay.
Yep.
Frankie, what's your thoughts on high cars and raising your car?
it's cool. Not for me, but it's cool.
You're being nice.
No, I do think it's cool. I think their cars are cool for sure, but I don't want to do it. But it's cool.
That's what I thought you were gonna say then.
Yeah, no, that is the
All right,
truth.
let's just press him for 20 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Next
There's,
question.
we already asked him like. 30
When's the
times.
Duramax?
You already
When's the
fucking did this.
Duramax gonna be done?
Hopefully soon.
What do you have to do to it?
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah, like frame everything.
What size tire do you run in the rear?
The last time I drifted at 245.
That's not.
I don't believe that.
that
That
either.
sounds made up.
Go
Okay.
look.
Yeah, you just put that on there to sit the car for 4
No, go
years
look.
because you knew it wouldn't flat
Go
spot
look.
from
They're-
sitting there for
they're
so long.
still there.
check.
I'm not going to check.
They're still there. Go check.
Not getting up.
What is it gonna take to get Miyagi and AJ to drift more events?
Taco Bell.
Miyagi, I don't think it's gonna take much.
So why do you keep driving his car?
Rental.
He actually drove it more than me than last year. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
He didn't move.
No, he drove some. What event did he drive?
Opening moves, I think.
Opening moves. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we tried to get him to drive the last event, but he was like, "I'm broke." So
But Wags drove.
Why
He
didn't
was
you pay
having a-
for
He
him?
was on a
Wags
great
is
time.
gonna be the.
I'm stoked for
yeah,
Wags.
Wags
first
is
off.
gonna be the person that's driving the most, other than Carl.
That was the first
sure.
time I got to meet Wags, and he was just so souped on driving the whole day.
Yeah,
It was
he's-
I like that
he's
car.
so-
I
He's the
fuck with
best
that car.
person. He's
Yeah.
such a good person.
He's so happy about everything with his car right now.
Yeah.
So that feels good because it took so fucking long.
Yo, there was a
So-
long period in like time where it was like anywhere we went. Yo, you guys are from New York. Like you know the dude Wags from Jersey. Remember at Grange, and the dudes came up to us like,
Oh,
"Yo,
yeah,
you know
'cause-
Wags from
yeah.
Jersey?" We're like, "Yeah."
Because he was into the drift scene in Washington.
Yeah.
Because he was living over there for a while, and he had the Miata over there too. So
Yeah.
he literally, I remember I was like, "Yo, so you're gonna do ECB? Like, we could probably get that done and everything." And he's like, "Yeah, I guess that'd be a cool first Club Loose event." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I never drove Club Loose." I was like, "You've been coming here since 2010."
You remember when he had the lizard in his living in his center
when he
console?
dropped the car off, he was like, "Yeah, there might be like a lizard or something." Wags literally like lived up in the mountains that everyone drives at. He literally like lived up there for like multiple weeks, camped out there, had his car somewhere. He had a jack and tires like in the woods, like all the shit. Like AJ went out with him one day, and they just pull over, and AJ said he just got out, and he was like, "Yeah, hold on, I gotta get something." He gets his jack out of the woods, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "This is where I keep." He's like, "It's way too dangerous to drive around with tires in the car and shit." He's like, "I just leave it here."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Probably so innocently too. He's like, yeah.
Well, he drifted like mountains in Washington that were like way more dangerous and serious than the shit we have. Like, and he didn't know the first time he did it. He said he had no idea, and then he went back the next day because they went out at night, and he went back out the next day, and he said he dropped. When he was drifting around some corner, he dropped a tire, and then he went there the next day, and he's like, there was no guardrail. It was like a fucking straight 100-foot cliff. He's like, he was like, I had to kind of like rethink what the fuck we were doing.
I think I was at a show with Jesse once in Teaneck, and a cop called and was like, "Hey, like we just found your friend walking like on route whatever that is, 17 down there."
Yeah,
They're
Route
like,
17.
yeah, they said to call you.
Wags and Jesse are like soulmates. So yeah, but
Speaking of other 180 cappers, and we're talking about mountain shit, we need Johnny back in a
Yeah,
car.
I agree.
He's
I
been
have.
posting it more. The pictures
He
of
does
his
that
old
all
one.
the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yo.
quit the bullshit.
I'll
man.
respond.
He's
I'm
the
like, I
fucking
know
best.
you miss it,
so
dude.
I
so
love
Johnny
Johnny.
does come here sometimes, and he'll like bring it up. He'll be like, "So
He's
when-
like
when-
Alex.
he'll-
He'd be
in a
like,
way, yeah.
And then
In a
not do
way.
it.
Probably worse than Alex." And then he'd be like, "When can I drop the car off?" And I'm like, "Are you serious or are you not?"
And then
serious?
he's like, no, soon.
Yeah,
Yo,
nah.
he pulled up to the track for the LZ event. He got there at 6 a.m. And he
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, I haven't slept. I just drove here right from the mountain. Like, tell me the scary story." And he goes, "What are you doing?" "Oh, you're putting trans in?" He just goes in his trunk,
Johnny's
puts
the
rubber
best.
gloves on, and just lays right on the floor on his back. He's like, "What are we doing?"
I think everyone's at that point now where it's just like, you get to the track and it's like, you know the deal. Like,
Yeah, you're here to help, bro.
yeah.
We ain't
That's
having-
crazy though.
We ain't having fun no more.
Yeah. I mean, you guys had a lot of help.
You
that
part of
weekend.
the unofficial race team. Oh,
Yeah.
that's another thing we didn't talk about too. My alternator failed in the middle
Jesus, that was crazy.
of the competition,
Oh, yeah.
and I
know
almost
you
had
wanted
to
talk
drive
about
his
this.
car.
What
Didn't
the
you take it
fuck?
out for like the little
The parade
The
lap.
parade lap?
Because yeah, they were working on my car.
in the
Jake-
video? Front
Jake
show video.
found an alternator
in the woods.
in the grass, like near his car. He's like, "Yeah, I think this is mine. This is SR." I tried putting it together, tried to blast this shit off with the level 3 Milwaukee, and I stripped the shaft on the inside because the pulley was different. And we already had this thing mocked up in the car. I'm like, looked at Jake. I'm like, "You're the only SR car left in this entire facility." Taking that alternator.
Yeah, he told me that when we went down there to tune Wags' car. So you guys took his alternator and threw it in. Like, what was like the time frame of this?
Like maybe an hour.
20-minute
A little
competition
less.
It
timeout.
wasn't an hour. It was way less. It's like a half hour.
I'm thinking about those Formula D. Like,
Well, I
fucking-
mean,
Alright,
the
you got
thing
5
was
minutes.
still going on, but you know, like
Yeah.
the amount of time that we had in between.
So
was
they
at
had to
least
run
like
over
an
there,
hour.
grab that, and then come back.
We walked like with all the tools over, like
Yeah.
whole toolbox, whole bag of like impacts, like everything, and then just lugged everything back over.
That's just, yeah, that's one of those stories that's just perfect. What were we talking about right before that?
Johnny?
Oh,
Johnny.
we were just like pressing you.
Oh,
This is,
yeah.
faction
Intervention.
frequently.
Well, on that
asked
note,
questions.
We need
this
food.
episode is over.
Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been our 50th fucking episode.
Yeah, this is 50th one, by the way.
That's crazy.
So,
It's double mic. Why am I holding him like that?
So 51st ones. So the 51st ones next weekend.
yeah. We could do that. I mean, if you dead ass want to do that, I'll bring
Dead
it.
ass?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I've ever.
Where do you think
the
you
New
are,
York
bro?
is just fucking.
I don't think I've ever heard
coming
you say
over.
that before.
The smoke's getting to your head.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go get food, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
No, that would be sick,
Bye.
Malcolm, outro, please.
Wedding podcast next week.
Malcolm has one job.
That one was a pretty 2 hours 30.
It ain't over till we say it's over.
All right.